Wargamers, and welcome to another Sanctioned Battle Report. I'm joined today by Luca, and he's come down from Hamilton with his Necrons. So, and we got a little bit something planned for this one. We actually have 2 days of filming ahead of us, so we decided why not do a couple bigger battle reports, which is kind of nice because usually we only do 1,500. And today and tomorrow we're going to be filming 2,000 point games. So you can look forward to that. So today we're going to be running 2,000 point armies. We're both running something a little bit harder than we typically do in most games. You have your Decurion detachment with Kinetic Harvest and all sorts of fun, scary stuff.
Trying out a Royal Court.
Trying out the Royal Court as well. Whereas I'm going to be running the Adeptus Mechanicus Battle Convocation. Yeah, that's what it's called. So that's the one where basically I take all branches of the Ad Mech with a Knight Titan and all my upgrades are free. So it's going to be exciting to try this out and see how it does. Anyway, we're going to go take a look at the table and the board. But before we do that, if you guys want to come in and get a game with us, first off, you get to play in these lovely studios. We got all the terrain, the boards and whatnot. Just go to MiniWarGaming.com/challenge. We'd love to have you come in. Every new player is always a treat. Every new army is always great to see. So we'd love to see you. Hit us up and we're going to do whatever we can to make it a reality. Anyway, let's go take a look at the table and the armies. Here is the 2,000 points of Necron Decurion. So starting from the left, why don't you quickly tell us what you got?
Alright, so that's a Royal Court, Overlord, the Warlord, Lord, Cryptek, Cryptek's also staff, the artifact, and then we move on to the Reclamation Legion, which is starting here with this Overlord and his Lich Guard. They're all going to be part of the same unit, but he just has a War Scythe, Phase Shifter, Resurrection Orb, and the Lich Guard are how they look, Sword and Board. And then we have, he also has the Veil of Darkness though from the artifacts, so two separate armies. But it allows them to do the Deep Strike on turn 1. It would remove them even if they're in combat and they can land anywhere on the table.
Sounds good.
Using the Deep Strike rules. And then Mortals, Gauss Flayers, or Gauss Blasters, and then Necron Warriors and Ghost Arc Flayers, Necron Warriors and Ghost Arc with Flayers. And then we got the Bikes, Twin Blades. They got the, they're how they look, they got the Particle Casters? Beamers. Casters of the pistol, but they ignore cover, strength 6, AP 5, blast, and then they have the shield vein upgrade. And then we got the Canoptic Harvest with the rays. They're supposed to have whip coils, but no one likes to deal with rays with whip coils, so didn't put them on. And that guy has a little injury, and I have no idea where that piece went.
Okay.
So, and then we got the old Tomb or Canoptic Spider, and then we got the little attacks, the Scarabs.
All right, so there is the 2,000 points of Necrons. And here's my 2,000 points of Adeptus Mechanicus Battle Convocation. So there's a lot going on here simply because all my upgrades are free. So right in the center, we have the Tech Priest Dominus, and he's armed with the Phosphor Serpenta. He's got the Eradication Ray, Conversion Field, Digital Weapons. His Warlord trait allows him to reroll Feel No Pain rolls. And for his relic, he has the, what is it he has? I'll get back to you on the relic that he has. And then right at the front there we have 2 units of Skitarii, 1 unit of Rangers with arc rifles. Now the Alpha also has the arc pistol and the mace there. We have 1 unit of Vanguard that have the 2 Plasma Calibers. Both units do have the Omnispecs as well to reduce cover saves. I have 1 unit of Ruststalker Sicarians, and they are armed with the Transonic Razors, and the Alpha does have the the Omniscient Mask to make them zealous. And then we have 1 unit of the Infiltrators, and the Alpha on that one has the Phos Phoenix. Just love that pistol. In the back here we have a unit of the Breachers. Now they have, the Destroyers. So they have the Heavy Grav Cannons. I also upgraded them to have the Cognis Flamers, just in case they do get charged or if they get close enough to actually use them. Simply because I always forget about the Phosphor Blasters. I have a unit of the Breachers over here. They have the Heavy Arc Rifles and the Hydraulic Claws. I have 1 Onager Doomcrawler, and he has the Heavy Neutron Laser, the Cognis Heavy Stubber. He's got the Cognis Manipulator, Smoke Launchers, and something else that I don't remember off the top of my head. But he is just completely loaded up. In the back, we have a unit of Castellan Manipules. Now, each one of them has the 2 twin-linked Heavy Phosphor Blasters on the arms and the Carapace-mounted Heavy Phosphor Blaster. And the Data Smith there does have the Mask of the Alpha Dominus, so he can switch the protocols whenever he likes at the expense of losing whatever the previous protocol he was on. And we have 1 Dune Strider there with the Radium Giselle and the Phosphor Serpenta. And then we're running 1 Oathsworn Knight, and there's going to be a Knight Paladin with a rapid-fire battle cannon. He will have the Storm Spear missile pod on the carapace, just not modeled at the moment, and his Reaper Chainsword. So that is going to be my 2,000 points. Here is the table. So we rolled for the Maelstrom mission, Cleanse and Control. So it is a Vanguard deployment. For the rolls, Luca actually won the roll for deployment, so he's going to be going first unless I can steal the initiative. As you can see, there's his battle lines all the way across the table there. Ready to go, a nice solid hard core. Everything is in cover where it needs to benefit from it. So it's going to be a tough one to shift. Across the way, I've already done my infiltrate and my scout moves. So all my Ad Mech are ready to go and go up against these Necrons. So let's attempt to seize. I need to roll a 6. Nope, that's a 4. So let's go into turn 1 for the Necrons. Start of the turn, Luke is going to draw 3 objectives, if I can speak here. Blood and Guts, Assassinate, and Secure Objective 5. So Objective 5 is one that is very close to the Ad Mech battle line, so you're going to have to get pretty close to me. Over here, going to start by declaring...
reanimation protocols.
Excellent. Yeah, why would you declare anything else, right?
For now.
Okay.
And then, let's try spawning a Scarab. And we're good.
Starting with the Spider, moving them 6 inches. Just moving everything forward, trying to get them into position. Lousy ignoring difficult terrain. And the raids, looking at their targets, going to start barreling forward. These guys I'm always really worried about. These Immortals going to be moving through difficult terrain. And, oh, they have moved through cover?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, the...
Oh, that's right, it's a bonus for the formation.
They get relentless and move through cover.
Yeah, so they're going to be moving forward 6 inches. Just enough to take the objective and get a little bit closer. This Ghost Ark just going to move forward a little bit. Stopping in cover for a dangerous terrain. Hopefully you don't immobilize yourself. Don't roll that 1! Yes! Immobilized!
Here we go, people. We're at 3.
I know I shouldn't take that much joy from that, but
you should.
It just feels so cathartic for me for having to mobilize so many of my own vehicles that way. Okay. Warrior is going to pile out 6 inches now that their Ghost Ark is just wrecked. Well, not wrecked, but immobilized. And we're going to see something we don't usually see with Necrons. They might charge. Claiming you're going to shoot first. I don't know what sort of crazy talk that is. What sort of Necron player shoots with his army? That makes a lot of sense. Tomb Blades, just going to reposition a little bit. And just move into position for future turns. Activating the Veil of Darkness now, going to deep strike in. Mulling over all the various places to deep strike in. It's a tricky decision, isn't it?
I hate it. Yeah. Trying.
Alright, so we have our placement decided. Where's he going? Oh,
that's not bad. I think that's okay.
I think you're going to be okay. That's where he's going to end up, as long as he doesn't end... yeah. I think we're going to be good here. You do have a lot of guys, though.
I know, that's the problem.
So let's find out. And he had just enough space. He's a little bit over an inch away right there. No dangerous terrain, no mishaps. So you got very lucky there. And now I have a threat in my backfield that I really need to deal with. And this Ghost Ark is just going to hang out where he is, just hold the backfield. That's going to end the first turn of movement for the Necrons. So let's jump into the shooting and see what sort of havoc you can wreak upon me. At the start of the shooting phase, you're popping the Solar Staff?
Yes.
Okay, and you're going to fire it at something as well?
Let's just go with, their toughness 5, right?
Toughness 5, yeah.
Armor save.
Armor 3, and they are sitting in ruins as well.
Okay, so he's Cryptek, so shooting at them, sorry, Ballistic Skill 4 on the Cryptek.
Okay, it's going to be Ballistic Skill 3 because you're within 6 inches of the Infiltrators and Neurostack 4.
Hitting on 4s. We got 2 hits.
Okay. Strength 6, so this is going to be wounding on a 3.
And it's AP 3.
Okay.
Cover, so.
Go for it.
Nothing.
No, nothing. Okay. So these guys are just gearing up for their close combat. These guys just going to turbo boost over a little bit, just sticking behind cover. Looks like you're just going to go hard on this flank against me.
I'm thinking.
And Necron Warrior is going to rapid fire into the Infiltrators. And we've already measured it. They're outside of the 6 inches, so they're going to get their regular ballistic skill against me. Ballistic skill 4, hitting on 3s. Oh, not a bad start.
5.
Wounding on 3s as well. Go for it. Oh, not bad. Adding some more wounds. So it's a whole bunch of wounds. I got a 4-up armor save against all this. which I will make a whole bunch of those actually. I only failed 2.
Feel no pain.
That's not a bad start. And feel no pain. So 1 wound goes through. Not too shabby. And the Ghost Ark's broadside is going to go into the infiltrators as well.
Hitting on 3s.
Not too bad. Wounding on 3s. Ooh.
2 wounds.
Wow, okay. I'm kind of getting lucky here with the shooting. 4 up armor saves. And a feel no pain.
We got a guy.
So he will feel that pain, and 1 guy will go down.
We got a 3 immortals at the...
So 3 immortals firing into the Dune Strider here. So that's 3 hits, and looking for 6s to glance. 1 glance, and I do have a 5 up cover save, and I'm not going to roll a scatter die for that. Oh, actually, it's a 4 up cover save because of the incense cloud, but it doesn't matter. A 3 will not save that.
Actually, not right.
And that is the end of the shooting phase because he doesn't want to run anything because I think he's going to try to assault over here.
I'm going to run the scarabs.
Oh, going to run the scarabs?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. 6 inches. Sure you don't want to reroll that with fleet?
I'm okay.
I think that'd be fantastic. Maybe you'll get a 1.
Maybe in the next game.
Maybe in the next game. Alright, so they're just going to keep scurrying forward. Going to run the scarab as well? Or the spider, sorry? Does he have fleet?
No.
No? Okay, so just going to hide behind the cover there.
Yeah, it's the only reason to declare fleet for them to give him fleet as well.
And before we forget, we have to roll some mysterious objectives. So objective number 4 is going to be a 3, Skyfire Nexus. And then you have objective number 2 over here. Is nothing of note. And you have taken objective number 5. Will also be nothing of note.
Interesting.
And to the assault phase, your wraiths are going to try and assault my rust stalkers. So I have 1 grenade to toss at you. It's a oh no, I can't even do a mind scrambler grenade because it's a blast.
Oh, okay.
So I have no overwatch against you. So it's 11-inch charge with fleet. Oh, we're at 7 so far.
Need a 6. No.
No, 7 inches, so the charge will not go off. And these warriors are going to attempt to charge in against my infiltrator, so I will have some overwatch. So we've measured it. It's going to be a 9-inch charge. Let's see if I can reduce that even further by taking on a couple warriors here. So I have 20 shots hitting on 6s. I see 4 6s.
Yes, I see 4.
Not too bad. Wounding on 6s, but with shred for a reroll. So nothing yet. And nothing.
9 inches.
9-inch charge incoming.
Nope.
8 inches just out. So my infiltrators will live for another turn. At the end of Lucas' turn, he did get objective 5, and you still have Blood and Guts and Assassinate. You gonna hold on to those for now? Because you do draw up to 3 next turn. You're gonna be charging with your big scary unit next turn.
I'm thinking the Blood and Guts is possible.
Oh yeah, I definitely think it is. Gonna keep both. At the start of my turn, I'm gonna draw 3 objectives. Demolitions, we have no fortification, so we get rid of that.
Okay.
Secure objective 6, secure objective 3, and Kingslayer. So objective 3 is right there, firmly in control of the destroyers. And objective number 6, I think I'll be able to grab that with my Dune Strider. But Kingslayer...
It's right there. It's right there.
It's right there. It's so tempting. You know what, if I wasn't snap firing at it, I probably would go after it.
It's right there.
I know it's right there. That's what pains me. It's right there.
I bet you anything, if you shot everything with that unit, it could maybe do something.
You're trying to goad me.
No, I'm not.
You're trying to goad me. Additionally, at the start of my turn, for my Doctrine Imperatives, for my Skitarii units, they're going to declare the imperative +3 ballistic skill, -2 weapon skill. So they're going to be firing at ballistic skill 7 for this turn.
Real good.
And for my Canticle, I'm going to do Benediction of the Omniscience, so I can basically twin link all my units in the army for this turn, because the Adeptus Mechanicus Battle Conclave basically counts every unit in this army as having the Cult Mechanicus special rule. The Infiltrator is just going to move up. Now they can get pretty much within 1 inch because of their Dune Stalker special rule, or Dune Strider special rule. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, which basically gives them 9-inch movement. So they're just going to jump up there and get real close like. Ranger's going to move through difficult terrain, and they're going to go 5 inches forward. That's enough to get a bunch of the Rangers out of the cover there. Don't know if that's actually a good thing or not, but you know, got to go engage the Necrons. And the Dune Strider just going to move its 9 inches forward. Probably just going to run him in the shooting phase just to take objective 6 and get that point. Moving through difficult terrain for these guys. 4 inches, and that's just going to be enough to get line of sight on that.
One way to get through the snap firing, you could also charge the unit.
You're just goading me again! Stop that! That's my dirty trick! These Castellans just going to move forward 6 inches, and they're going to try and put as much firepower into the wraiths as possible. Ooh. Simply because if I can take this flank, I think I'll be in a very good position. And the knight is just going to stalk forward his 12 inches and probably engage the wraiths if he needs to. The Rust Stalker is going to move through cover. They're going to get 3 inches plus another 3 for their Dune Strider special rule. So that's going to get them closer to the Scarabs and put them in range of a charge. Get them nice and close to the Scarabs. The Dune Crawler is just going to stay where he is because he's got good line of sight with his neutron laser at the wraiths, which I'm probably going to fire at. And that's going to be the end of my movement phase. So we're going to jump into the shooting phase and see what sort of damage I can do. Now, before we forget, I'm holding a couple objectives, so let's find out what they are. Number 3 is going to be a 5, so that is a scatter field generator, so +1 cover save in those ruins. So I don't know if that's actually going to be a big deal for me here or not, because you're not really shooting me. And objective number 1 is a Skyfire Nexus. And going to run this Dune Strider, 1 inch plus the...
That's good, we're good.
Yeah, +3 for his special Dune Strider special rule. And he is going to get within... control of objective number 6.
3 or 2 hull points on him.
What is it? He's got 1 left. And it's going to be also Skyfire. So we have a table of nothing of note, Skyfire, and 1 Scatterfield Generator.
Beautiful.
These Breachers are going to look at the arc that's immobilized. No cover saves being granted for it because it's too high up, not being obscured by anything. And I'm going to be twin linking these shots. So 6 Haywire shots hitting on 4s. Twin linked, thankfully. So get those 2 or 3 more in. So 4 total, and as long as I don't roll 2 1s here, yeah, I'm good. Oh, come on! Come on!
See, okay, this is all attributed to the pirates. Look how much fun the pilot's having right now.
Yeah, the pilot's having too much fun. Well, that's going to be 1 glance, so he's going to go down to 2, and then that is 1 penetrating hit.
That's true.
So
wait, what AP is it?
This is AP 5, but you're open top, so on a roll of a 6, it will blow up.
And it's
5.
That's immobilized.
It's immobilized. Gone. Yeah, all right, excellent. So that will take out the last 2 hull points. It is a wreck, and just for ease, yeah, well, we can leave it there just for ease.
I can flip it.
Got lucky with the immobilized result there. Ironically, I was either hoping for a 6 or a weapon destroyed. I forgot that immobilized would do the 2 hull points.
So you had a pretty good, like, 50-50 chance of doing something.
Yeah, so that actually worked out well for me there. Got me first blood and took on a little bit of fire support. Moving on to the Infiltrators. Going to start by shooting at the Warriors here. Going to start with the Phos Phoenix on the Princeps. So hitting on a 2, re-rolling. So that's definitely going to hit. So that's going to actually cause 3 wounds at Strength 6, AP 2, poison. So wounding on 3 pluses.
Re-rolling.
Well, no re-rolls on that one because this one's just poison 3+.
Oh, yeah. But it's Strength 6, right?
Oh, it is Strength 6, so it would wound anyway.
No, it doesn't matter.
Either way, they all wound. So it's going to be 3 AP2 shots. Mission Protocol 4+.
2 guys.
2 go down. And 15 shots from the Flechette Blasters into the Necron Warriors, hitting on 2s. Re-rolling. Oh, thankfully that's a lot of re-rolls there. 5 shots to re-roll. And gonna add 4 more hits to it. Wounded on 6s with Shred. There's 1 6 so far. And let's add 3 more. Okay, so a total of 4 wounds.
I can do this.
4 up armor.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Here we go.
3 fails and 4 up reanimation protocol.
1 guy.
Okay, only 1 goes down. So Steve just visited us, and he had to rain on my parade a little bit, reminding us that the Decuri Detachment grants, relentless and move through cover. Everything in the formation.
I didn't know it went to vehicles.
Yeah, so it actually has 2 hull points remaining, and it's still immobilized, thankfully, because I did get that penetrating hit and whatnot. Oh, you know what though? You would have had a jink. You would have had the jink.
Talk about that.
So we're going to go back and we're going to give him the jink saves because he would have jinked against this if he had the opportunity to. So there was 1 glance that went through and 1 pen that went through. So roll the glance first.
4 up.
Okay, so the glance goes through and the pen. Oh, man. So it is only going to be down to 1 hull point and it is still active. So with Steve having come in and ruined my parade, it does change a little bit of what I'm going to do. I think at this point, though, I don't have enough to reliably take it down on this turn anymore. So I'm going to go back to my original game plan of the Rangers just firing into the Warriors and trying getting rid of some more of them before I charge in. I have 7 galvanic rifles, all within rapid fire range of your warriors here. These are going to be hitting on 2s with a reroll. Good thing I got that reroll. I'm rolling a lot of 1s. Kind of disturbs me. Okay, so they're all going to hit, and these are all strength 4, AP 4. Wounded on 4s. No rerolls on that one. So not as many as I would have liked, but 6 of them. So go ahead and make your reanimation protocol 4+.
And
oh man!
5 down.
5 more go down.
Yeah, they're not 12 inches of the warlords.
So, yeah. 3, 4, and 5. Last up, I have the 2 arc rifles. One's within rapid fire range, the other one is not. So I have 3 shots hitting on 2s. Alright, and these are going to be wounding on 2s. So you have your 4 up armor and 4 up reanimation protocol. So 1 so far, and 1 goes down. So down to 1 remaining. Castellan Manipul gonna look across the board and fire at the wraiths, starting with the twin linked shots. So these are gonna be hitting on 4s twin linked. Oh, good thing that's twin linked. Next batch of shots, well, the twin linked shots. Oh, come on, that's a lot of 1s and 2s. So the first batch of the 12, only 7 hit. Wounding on 3s. All right, at the very least, I got a whole bunch of wounds on you. So you have your 3 up invulnerable save, and 1 wound.
Dang.
1 wound has gone through, so the Luminagen rule will take effect, so their cover save is reduced by 1 for the rest of this phase. In addition, any unit charging the race will get a reroll charge distance. Next up is the Carapace mounted heavy phosphor blasters. Now, between the Cult Mechanicus rule is giving me the twin linked again. And good thing for that, because that's a lot of misses. Alright, let's see if the reroll's any better. Oh, that's a little bit better. At least it's better than the last volley.
Didn't you give them ballistic skill?
Wounding on 3s. Oh, there we go. That's another good chunk of wounds there. 3 up invulnerable saves. Oh, 2 go through so far. And reanimation protocol. Ooh. Hey! So 1 wraith goes down, and another drops a wound. Doomcrawler gonna fire his neutron laser. He's gonna just target right there. So on a direct hit, he's gonna be able to hit 3. It looks like. Yeah, it looks like.
The bases are awkwardly small on them.
Yeah, yeah. If your target's right there, I'll be able to hit 3. Ballistic skill 7 with twin linked. That is going to be exactly where I need it to be.
Wait, do you have to put it on the head or not?
I just have to center it over one of the guys. So if I center it over him.
Over this guy?
Yeah, if I center it over him, I'm going to be able to get 3.
Okay.
So it will be a direct hit. So you're going to have your 3 up invulnerable save. Now the important thing here is strength 10.
Yes.
So we are looking at some insta-kill possibly.
Yep. 1 will go through.
Okay. And
my reanimation goes up to a 5 up now.
Yes, it does.
Oh!
That's just frustrating. So they are okay. 2 Cognis Heavy Stubbers are up next, hitting on 2s. With a reroll, not going to matter because they all went through. Wounding on 6s.
And
3 6s.
Okay.
Okay, not too shabby. 3 ups.
Reroll that one?
No, that one's fine. So 1 goes through, and reanimation protocol. You're fine. Rapid fire battle cannon. Gonna fire into... Yeah, gonna fire it into there. Centered right over top. So it is twin linked. Gonna re-roll that one for the twin linked. That's much better. So that's 1 direct hit. And the second one is... Yeah, you know what? I'll keep it. It's 1 inch. So it's still gonna hit a whole bunch of them.
Yes, I think it's the same number because like all it does is it doesn't cover him and it covers him instead.
Yeah, so it looks like it's gonna be a total of 18 hits.
Yep.
So you're gonna risk not going to ground against this?
Yeah, you know, I just realized the amount of dice in your hand.
So okay. So wounding on 2s. So that's there's 1. There's another one. Ooh, that's a good chunk. That's gonna be 15 wounds against your mortals there. 3 up cover save. Oh, geez, a lot still went through.
Yes. So, but the 3 up saved with you guys too.
Yeah.
Saved 4 or 5. 4.
You know what though? That's still a couple guys that are saved, and you now have a 5 up reanimation. Why couldn't you do that against the raids? That would have been super.
4 guys go down.
1, 2, 3, 4, and that is enough to force a panic check on them. He's now going to fire his Meltagun and his Storm Spear missile pod into the wraiths, just so he has that option. So the Meltagun is going to hit, and that's going to wound. So you got a 3 up invulnerable, And a, oh geez.
What strength is it?
Strength 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And you're good. And the 3 shots from the missile pod. It's going to be, twin linked. So 2 hits and wounding on 2s. 2 wounds. So 3 up and 4 up. So 1 wound goes through. But you saved it with the reanimation protocol. Unit of Vanguard up next, going to fire into the raids as well, starting with the plasma calibers. Now, thankfully, because of my formation bonus, none of these plasma calibers get hot. So on 2s with a reroll, all are going to hit. And these are all wounding on your toughness 6, right?
5.
Toughness 5, okay. So wounding on 2s. Alright, so 5 more wounds go through. And 2 reanimation protocols to make. Hey! 1 wound. So closest one is that fella right there. Next up is the 21 shots from the 7 radium carbines, hitting on 2s with a reroll. That's a good chunk so far. Let's just see if I can add a couple more to those. And yes. I do. Alright, so all 21 will hit. Wounding on 6s, that's 1 drop die there, so I'll have to reroll that 3. And...
Ooh, I see.
And there's 1, 2, 3 6s. So that's going to do a total of 6 wounds. Bunch of 3 ups, and there is 1 failure. Oh, good grief.
Yeah, power armor.
Oh. And the reanimation goes through no less. That is an obscene amount of firepower that those raids have weathered. Oh, good grief. And the last bit of shooting I have, these destroyers into the raids, 18 shots, hitting on 4s with a reroll.
That's a lot of crap.
Not too bad. Let's see if I can add 5 more. Nope, only 3 more, but that's still pretty darn good at 15 hits. Alright, wounding on 3s. That's not too shabby. 3 up invulnerable saves. Okay, 2 are failed.
Statistically, you killed 1 more.
And reanimation. Oh, come on!
But when are statistics ever in your favor?
What is going on here? Alright, that is the end of my shooting phase. So we do have a couple morale checks to make before we move on.
Oh my god.
This warrior, leadership 10.
Come on, 11. No.
Okay, good.
He's sticking.
Good, because I want to be able to charge in on him. And over here.
And they are also good.
Yeah, they're sticking around. These infiltrators going to assault into your 1 little Necron warrior there. So you do have your overwatch. So on 6s.
I believe, buddy. Nope.
No. Alright. And do I make it in? With +3 to that? Yeah, they're definitely in.
We could probably save ourselves a lot of rolling right here.
Well, I've seen crazier things happen. Like your raids surviving far more firepower than they really had any business to. So we'll see what happens at the very least.
You know what?
And this knight's going to assault into the raids. Any overwatch from them? No? Okay. So I get to reroll charge distance because of the Lumigen special rule.
He's in.
Not going to matter. He is in.
Boom.
And that's going to be one hammer wrath as well.
What strength is he?
And these Ruststalkers are going to assault the scarabs there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, even at +3, -2, they are going to make it in, no problem.
Do they have to fight initiative 1?
I have to double check to see if they have the grenades. I think they do, but like I said, we'll double check. Starting over here, have 14 attacks on the charge. So hitting on, oh geez, I'm weapon skill.
You're no 3s.
No, I don't think I am because I'm weapon skill -3 right now. So because of my Doctrine Imperative, I'm going to be hitting on 5s because your weapon skill is going to go down to 3 for this.
Yeah.
So not the greatest, but you know maybe I'll get
maybe he'll live.
Yeah, maybe I'll get lucky and be locked in combat. So on 5s.
Oh, maybe not.
That's a good chunk of hits so far. And 3 3s is going to give me 6 additional hits there, which is just kind of disgusting actually. All these wounding on 2s. Oh wow! You're gonna get your armor save against this. So that's a lot of 4-up armor saves you have to make.
Head.
You're believing in him, right?
If he lives.
Is he gonna earn his gold head?
Does he get a gold head?
You made a lot more saves than you really should have.
Please live.
So 4-up.
Please live.
Come on. Oh, come on!
It's a gold head.
Come on! Why can't I kill you?
He gets the gold head.
Oh, good grief.
I gotta remember this guy.
And,
he's a freaking hero.
And he's gonna get his 1 attack back. If he kills one of my... Well, he can't kill one of my guys, but... So that's gonna hit, and I'm toughness 3.
3s.
No wound. So we are locked in combat, and everything's just gonna pile in a little bit closer. Now, that's actually kind of good for my infiltrators, because it means there's now a 6-inch bubble of annoyance right there. But,
Lose so many... blood, though.
Oh...
Oh, that's not true. You can stomp or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because I'm gonna get first blood over here. That's gonna be sure. All right, let's move on. So over here with the Mind Scrambler grenades, I will strike at normal initiative. I'm gonna start with the Cord Claw attacks. These are gonna be hitting on. What's your weapon skill?
2.
So with my weapon skill down to 1 for this round, and your weapon skill being 2, I'm only gonna be hitting on 4s. So starting with the Cord Claw attacks. That's going to be 2 hits, and these are wounding on 2 pluses because they are Flesh Bane. So that's going to be 2 wounds.
AP?
Nothing yet. It's just rending at the moment.
Okay, so we're looking at
what's your
6 up armor save and 4 up reanimation.
Okay.
Because they're strength.
Strength 5 on the charge.
Okay, so I take 1 wound on this
on one of the bases.
So
here come the rest of the attacks, hitting on 4s and wounding on 2s because I'm strength 5 with Furious Charge. Not too bad. Starting with the 2 Rens that went through. And that's going to be 2 more wounds, and they have 4 each, right?
3 each.
Oh, only
4,
3?
Yeah, 4 attacks each.
Oh, okay. So that's going to kill 1 template. And all the rest coming in. 6 up armor.
Save 1.
Okay, and now your reanimation. And there's going to be...
a base and 1.
A base and 1, okay. So that's going to bring him down to 2 bases and 1 wound remaining on one of those bases. Or sorry, 2 wounds remaining on one of those bases. As they pile in. 8 attacks back, hitting on 3s. Not too bad. That's going to be 6 hits. On 5s. So, 2 wounds, and I have a 4 up armor save. Followed by a Feel No Pain. So I will take 1 wound, and he's just going to try and pass that off to another guy, which he does. So one of these Ruststalkers down here will take a wound. And with the Scarabs being fearless, everyone is just going to pile in, and this will be an ongoing combat. Last up, the Knight. With his Hammer of Wrath attack at strength 10, it will definitely wound.
So invulnerable or instant kill. Okay.
And you made the invulnerable save. And they're all going to pile in at initiative 5 step to try and take out my Knight before it can do any real damage to them. Raid's hitting on 4s with 15 attacks. And he needs 6s to do anything against the Knight on armor 13.
So two glances.
So with the 2 Rens, we're not going to bother rolling those because you're not AP2 or anything like that. So it's just going to do 2 hull points against the Knight, and he's going to strike back. 4 attacks back on the charge, destroyer weapon, so no reanimation protocols on these. So that's going to be 2 hits, because unfortunately I didn't twin link my shooting, or my close combat. And let's see what happens with them.
And we got 1 dead completely, and then...
Yeah, so basically, well, you have some invulnerable saves to make against this still. Oh,
this one I can't.
That's right. Against 6s, there's no saves.
This one.
So, yeah, so you're just going to kill the 1 wound remaining guy with that one? Okay, so 3 up save. Come on. Oh, another one goes through. Or another reanimation, sorry, passes. So you are still sitting very pretty there.
Save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, that was invulnerable save. I say a lot of things that don't necessarily make sense.
Get upset at me.
No, that was definitely an invulnerable save, not the reanimation. But still, you're making your saves on these guys, and that is getting painful. And now D3 stomps, looking for 3 of them. 2 stomps, and I think I'm gonna try my luck and place 1 there and 1 there, and hoping for a bunch of 6s. So starting with that one right there. That's a 4, so that's just going to be some wounds. And the other group? Ah, 6! Just removed. Fantastic. That's good for me.
And then the one guy takes a strength 6.
Yeah, and we're going to see how well they fare. And it's going to be 2 strength 6 AP4 hits, so let's see if I wound them.
Yeah, we got 2 wounds. 2
wounds, okay. Can you roll your 3 up invulnerable saves?
I hope so.
You sure can. Who needs reanimation protocol? You just make your invulnerable saves. So that will end the combat over here, and my turn for the matter, because I have no other assaults to figure out. So at the end of my turn, I was able to get objective 6 as well as objective number 3. Unfortunately, I was not able to get first blood. I came very close twice. One Steve ruined for me. The other one, your Necron warrior, who's going to get a gold head at this point because he is just absolutely amazing. Was able to withstand so many attacks. So let's go into Necrons. Turn 2.
Okay.
I am, however, going to ditch Kingslayer. I love the objective. I just don't see myself getting it anytime soon. At the start of Lucas' second turn, he's going to draw another objective and get number 2. And the Immortals are sitting on objective 2, so that's going to be another easy point for you. Tomb Blade's going to start off the movement phase for us. They're just going to relocate and put some firepower into the Skitarii Rangers over here.
I get D3 Necron Warriors back.
Oh, that's right.
That's another big
That's right. So many more Necron Warriors. So how many go back into combat?
3.
Oh, come on. Why do these dice betray me like this?
Okay, we have to do some other things. I forgot to link.
And we're just going to take care of all these administrative things as we go across the board. So if you're screaming at us that we missed stuff we do know about, we're going to hit it as we get to that part of the board. Now the Ghost Ark, not afraid of immobilizing itself anymore, since Steve has ruined my day on that one. It's just going to reposition, get itself the cover save from the building there.
But he did jink.
Yeah. Yeah, he did jink though, so it is going to be some snap firing. These Immortals just going to hang out where they are because Objective 2 is a point for them. Instead, moving through cover actually. That's right, get them into rapid fire range, probably take out that Dune Strider.
6.
Oh yeah, 6 inches, so they're going to get right to the edge, stick with their 4 up cover save. Ghost Ark going to reposition this turn. Just moving 12 inches as cruising speed. Moving over here, like we promised, reanimation protocol being announced,
and then
another
Scarab spawn. Sorry.
Okay, so another Scarab swarm is going to go into this. Is it into combat?
It joins right into combat. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So let's go right there.
Scarab swarm just being put at the back there, just because he wants to be able to try and get his spider into combat. So
move to cover on spider. 6. So that's 3 up.
Spider got 3 up and 3 in. And a big Death Star unit. What are you doing with him?
Move through cover.
Okay. So 3
3
inches.
So we'll measure it, but I'm essentially just
enough to get an inch away from basically anything you want to try and destroy this turn.
See anything else?
And that's going to take us into the shooting phase.
His head.
Tomb Blade's going to start us off, putting a template right on the center of the Rangers there. So go for it.
That is.
Ooh, that's
off the table.
Off a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Second blast.
Second one.
That's
1 inch.
Yeah, that's going to scatter 1 inch, so looks like it's going to hit 4.
Yeah, 4. Third one. And
direct hit. So that looks like it's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a total of 10 hits.
All right.
Wounded on 2s. I see 2 1s, so that's going to be 8 wounds. 4 up armor saves to make here, and 3 will go down. So 1, 2, and sadly, arc rifle is also closest. And I am remembering Feel No Pain this time. I just don't get it because that's strength 6.
Yeah.
Ghost Ark side guns.
Jinked though.
Yeah, you are jinking. So on 6s.
1 hits.
Okay, and on a 3.
AP 5. Sorry.
All right, 4 up.
And
Feel No Pain.
there we go.
No. So I felt that pain, and I think the other Haywire is closest.
Solar Staff hitting on 3s, I think, because they're over there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're all hits anyways.
Okay.
It's strength 6 AP 3.
Okay, and this is into the Rangers, right? Oh, the Destroyers?
Yeah.
Okay. And so 1 wound. What's the AP on this?
3.
AP 3, so I got to take the cover save. So 4 up, which I'll make.
Okay.
And that's this corner of shooting. So moving on to the Immortals.
Not rapid.
6 shots into the Dune Strider on 3s. Oh, man.
Many misses.
And looking for 6s.
1.
Okay, I'm going to have 1 cover save against this. I'll fail, and I now have a wrecked Dune Strider.
Okay.
So we're just going to take it off. This Ghost Ark vehicle is going to snap fire into this unit of Vanguard over here. So the 1 broadside. And 1 hit, and wounded on a 3. So go ahead and roll that. Alright. And do I make the save? If I'd gone to ground, I would have made the save, but I'm not going to ground.
So I Feel No Pain on that?
Oh yeah! Feel No Pain.
I assume a lot of these guys have Feel No Pain.
Oh, okay, that did not go through, so there we go. And 10 snapshots from the Warriors inside. So that's...
Wow.
Oh, wow! Okay.
Many.
That's 5 hits.
Everything.
Alright, let's hopefully stay standing here. And I will lose 2 more.
Feel No Pain.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Feel No Pain. Hey, only 1 more. Okay. So, bam, he goes away. And that will take us to the end of the shooting phase. But you know what? We're into something that I never thought I'd say. A very exciting looking Necron combat phase. There's a lot that's going to be happening here. But let's do some morale checks first. So we got to see if this unit of Rangers runs off the table. Nope, they stick around. Starting over here, Spider's going to try and get into this combat needing 5 inches. You're good. So he is definitely going to get in.
Okay, hammer.
Going to declare multi-assault over here. So your primary target is the breachers, with the secondary target being the rangers. Go for it. 2 inches.
Yeah, move to cover, so.
Yep, or sorry, 4 inches, yeah. So that's going to be enough to get plenty of guys into base on both combats. So there it is. So probably going to butcher 2 units this turn. Now going through difficult terrain, so these guys are going to be able to strike first.
Yep.
I did buy the hydraulic claws for these guys, which are unwieldy, so they're going to be striking at the same initiative as you. So I'm going to pile in first and get as many attacks as I can. Oh, I got to do Overwatch before we go any further. Yeah, let's do Overwatch. So I have a bunch of galvanic rifle shots going into them, hitting on 6s. I did drop 1d6, so I'm going to have to re-roll one. Oh, there we go. There's 4 hits.
That's not bad.
I'm going to put those 4 precision shots against the Cryptek. You're still going to be able to look answer these. What's his toughness? 4?
4.
So on 4s, only 1 wound.
I'll just look at this, right?
Okay, so on a 2+.
It's to a Lich Guard.
Alright, so the Lich Guard has a 3-up invulnerable save to make. Hey!
4 every animation photo.
Do I kill a Lich Guard? Aw, no, Lich Guard is dead. But I still have an arc pistol to fire, which will miss, and a bunch of arc rifles from the destroyer, or breachers rather. So on 6s,
Ooh.
3 more hits, and on 3. Oh, sometimes I just want to give up. Alright, so the combat is in, and now we'll pile in, and yeah.
Well, I gotta charge them in still.
Bikes are now going to charge in. Yeah, they're definitely in. 7 inches.
How many
is
hammer
enough.
wraths can I get out of that?
Ooh.
So
7 inches is only enough for 1 hammer of wrath, though. Starting with this combat over here, with the, we painted him up over lunch. That one Necron warrior now has a nice shiny gold head because he deserved it, quite frankly. So I got a whole bunch of attacks, 4 from my Princeps and 3 from each of the regular guys on the charge. Hitting on 5s because the Doctrine Imperative still has me at weapon skill 1. That could have been a little bit better. And because of the Taser Goat, that is going to give me 2 more hits. And these are going to be wounding on 2s. 3 wounds. Save. Okay, and feel no pain, or reanimation rather. Hey, I killed one.
Take that guy.
Yeah, that sounds fair. 3 attacks back, hitting on 3s. 2 hits and wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. 2 wounds, okay. And 1 save and feel no pain, which I felt.
Oh, I lost
so
that.
I won combat by 1, so you're down to leadership 9. So let's see what happens.
Come on, buddy.
Oh yeah,
good.
sticking in combat.
This whole
On to over here, at initiative 10, we have 1 hammer of wrath to do.
strength 4.
Okay.
3s. It's a wound.
And will I save?
Yes.
I will. So now they're going to pile in.
Yeah, these guys got the first. Oh,
What's their initiative?
2.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I would go first. So we actually did pile in wrong. You know what? Do
Yeah.
another hammer of wrath. You would have gotten 2 more hammer wraths, I think. So go ahead and do those. Because
Right,
we
piled in
jumped the
first,
gun
yeah.
and we piled in too quickly. Yeah.
So 2 more hammer wrath, 2 more wound.
Okay, and feel no pain.
Okay.
So 1 guy does go down.
And then
2 attacks going into the bikes to start with.
let's go 4. So
1's gonna hit, and 4 will not wound, unfortunately. And the remaining guy is gonna do the non-arc arc weapon hits. So on 5s, nothing. And now my alpha there, who has his arc maul and pistol, 3 attacks, 2 hits, and this is gonna be wounding on 3s, I believe.
what strength is it?
So strength 5 will wound 5s on a 4. So go ahead and make your 3-up save. Ooh, and your reanimation. Oh, you made it. Okay, and that's it for my my initiative step. Bikes up next. So they got 6 attacks on the charge, hitting on 3s. 4 hits. Strength 4, so wounding on 3s. 4 wounds, and can I make my saves? I made 1 so far and feel no pain. I made 1 more, so 2 more Scutarii go down. We are now on to initiative step 1. We're just going to get the breachers attacks out of the way first, simply because there's so few of them. So, weapon skill 3. So I'm hitting on 4s, 2 hits, and 2 wounds. 3-up invulnerable save. You made them both. And now here comes the big pain, as all these guys are just piling in, getting a whole bunch of attacks against me.
Okay.
We're just going to call these guys dead. Because
we didn't do the warrior. We didn't do that with the warrior, and look what happened to him.
Well, the thing is, your warrior was getting saves against this. I'm not getting saves against this, and there's a lot of attacks coming in. You're hitting on 3s.
Yeah.
The odds are that these guys are just going to be dead. The breachers, on the other hand, their toughness might keep them through a little bit. So let's find out. Starting with the war sides.
So these are hitting on 3s.
War sides going first. Ooh, that's a lot of good hits there. Wounded on 2s. And that is 2 dead breachers. So away they go. Lichguard up next with 15 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Oh, yeah. And this is, you need 4s, right?
Yes.
And you only need to do 2. I think he's just dead. I think it's safe to say that.
No.
Consolidating the bikes, 5 inches. Bike's just going to consolidate backwards and just stay out of range of the Castellan Maniple. Big Death Star unit's going to consolidate 2 inches. And they're just going to walk towards the big scary unit.
Oh wait, I got to do this properly now, actually. No, 4s.
Moving on to this combat, Wraiths, 3 attacks each, hitting on 4s. Ooh, that's not what you needed to see. Only 2 hits.
I would like 2 6s though.
Oh, yeah, you need those 6s.
We got nothing.
Nothing. 3 attacks back, hitting on 4s.
We need misses. We got 3 hits.
3 hits, okay.
That's what we don't need.
And I'm looking for 6s here. There's 1 6, so one is just going to be outright dead. And the other one is going to have to take some invulnerable saves.
And he's dead.
Now, it is still possible I could roll a 1 on a d3, so it's possible that he could still be alive. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. But at the very least, he still gets to stomp and maybe take him out this way. So d3 stomps for 3. And, ooh, there's a chance I could stomp into them as well.
Like boom, boom, boom.
And with d3, I just looked it up to double check it. As long as it's within base of the knight, I can place it pretty much anywhere. And I'm going to place all 3, so it's covering both the spider and the wraith. And I'm just looking for a single 6 here, and that's going to be a good day for the Ad Mech.
It is.
Come on, come on, come on, come on! Oh, it's a 5.
I couldn't tell. So 3. Each one takes 3 strength, 6 AP. I don't know. If
that seems to be the way. Strength 6, AP 4.
Okay.
So against the spider,
we got.
what's the toughness of the spider?
6.
6. So it's going to be 1. And against the wraith,
we got
2 wounds.
So I'll do the
3 up and reanimation. Hey, the wraith goes down.
He got stomped.
Okay, he got squished good. And now the spider with his only 1.
So he got a 3 up save.
All right.
He's okay.
All right, the spider remains standing. And the knight will consolidate 1 inch. There we go. And the spider strength 6 hammer of wrath.
Nothing.
Will do nothing, which is good because that would have insta-killed me. So good stuff for me there. And what's the initiative, everyone? Do you have grenades on your spider there?
No, actually, he's in the.
So I will be going first. So he will pile in right up there, and he will just get as close as he can to fight in. Starting with the Rust Stalkers, I'm going to do the Alpha and this one Rust Stalker into the Spider, and then the other 3 into the Scarabs there. So the 2, what are they called? Cord Claw attacks into the Spider, hitting on, oh geez, what's your weapon skill?
4.
4, so hitting on 5s, nothing. And everything else, nothing. And the 3 against the Scarabs, these ones hitting on 4s, so of course nothing with the Cord Claws. And let's just see if I can do some regular ones. And really, only 1.
It's a wound.
What's your toughness?
3.
Toughness 3 against strength 4. Okay, yeah, so that is a wound.
AP.
And AP 2 at this point.
Oh, right, because of the longer
Right,
combat,
so
we're looking at a 4 up reanimation.
Yeah, 4 reanimation protocol, and you're fine. And the attack's back. Do you want to? We got to start with these Scarabs because they're at initiative 2. Hitting on 3s.
This almost never happens.
So the spider is actually getting a good chunk of hits for their normal weapon skill. Although,
yeah, that's
a lot of 1s and 2s.
We're looking at 4 wound.
Okay.
And
4 wounds. And 4 armor saves. Made 3 of them and feel no pain. Oh, I felt that one. So he's in base, so he's got to take it. You know what? The Alpha is in base. I'm actually going to take it on him because I just realized if the spider hits, he's strength 6, is he not?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's going to be insta-killing anyway. So what do I need an extra wound for? So we'll take it on the Alpha. 3 attacks from the spider, hitting on 3s. Ooh, only 1. Okay, and
2.
on 2. Okay, what's oh, he's monstrous creature, so AP 2. So I have a 5 or 6 up invulnerable save. Oh, and I will take out this guy right here.
Okay.
So you did win combat by 3. However, I have the Omniscient Mask, which does give me Crusader and Zealot. Or sorry, not Crusader, but Zealot. And I just realized in my very first turn, I didn't re-roll anything.
I forgot you had the mask.
Yeah, I forgot I had the mask in the first turn too, so that could have actually got me a couple extra things. But it does mean I'm going to be sticking around in combat. So this side is locked up a little bit as we go into Ad Mech, turn 2. At the end of the turn, you were able to get Blood and Guts, Assassinate, and Objective 2, plus First Blood. So you're currently leading 4 points to my 2.
Not 5.
Points to my 2. Let's see what I get at the start of my turn. Objective 5, Recon, so that's a free point for me, and Overwhelming Firepower. Luke had just reminded me that these guys actually had gone to ground, and they didn't actually snap fire against the Dune Strider here. So we're going to take a quick look back in the tape to see if the Dune Strider actually would have survived or not. Reviewing the tape, everything was actually still kosher, because the 2 hits that he actually got were 6s. So everything is all good. That Dune Strider is definitely dead. So there you go, no harm, no foul. At the start of the turn, for my Doctrine Imperative, I will declare Ballistic Skill +1, no modifiers to the weapon skill. And for my Canticle of the Omnissiah, using the Battle Conclave formation or detachment bonus, I will reuse the Benediction of the Omniscience to get hopefully twin linked. I got to see how many units I have left on the table. And I'm just barely hanging on to 8 of them, so it will be a full twin linked to shooting this phase. Going to start by moving the Castellans, and they're just going to start moving 6 inches away. I already measured it. I'm going to be about 15 inches away after everything is... Oh, I measured from the wrong one, I think.
Yeah, they don't have to go through the cover.
Yeah, we'll find out where they're going to end up. I'm going to move through cover with the Tech Priest Dominus just to try and get them away from the big scary unit. 4 inches, just enough to put them on the other side of the Destroyer. And this Destroyer is just going to move out to this side of the building, just so we can get some more shots on things. And he's not actually going to be able to stay there, so the other one he's just going to move down a level and just increase his line of sight on as many things as he can. Dune Crawler is just going to move back and get line of sight on the... What are they called again? The Lich Guard. And just try and put a Strength 10 AP1 blast down on the middle here and maybe whittle away 1 or 2 guys. Knight is just going to move 12 inches forward and get within 1 inch of the Ghost Arc here. And that will be it for my movement phase. My Rangers over here, they're just going to hang out on objective number 1 and hope that I pull that one at some point. And see how things go in the shooting phase. I'm actually going to move through difficult terrain on these guys, 6 inches. The whole point of this is I just did some measuring, and you're actually within 24 inches. This way, if your Ghost Arc survives, it has to move to get within 24 to shoot my my Vanguard over here. Starting with the Dune Crawler, going to drop a template, I think... Ooh. I think right there is my best bet. On a direct hit, it's going to be getting... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on a direct hit. And he's currently Ballistic Skill 5. You know, I'm going to try my luck, because it is twin linked. There we go. So it is going to be a direct hit. I'm going to hit, so 5 Strength 10 hits. 2. Anything but 1s. So naturally there's at least 1-1 there. So 3 up saves.
2 at a time.
Okay, and a reanimation.
4 up.
I got 1!
I'm going to activate the orb.
Okay. No.
So for the rest of the shooting phase, they have the orb activated.
Ironically, I don't know how much more shoot I'm doing at them, but... And look at that. So no wounds whatsoever go through. Next up is the 2 heavy Cognate Stubbers hitting on 2s. And re-roll for the Benediction. Okay. And these are going to be wounding on 5s. So 2 wounds. So you got your 3 up invulnerable. And you're good. Next up, the Battle Cannon, rapid firing into the unit of Immortals there. You're going to go to ground? Yeah. Okay. First one, direct hit for 5, and it's going to scatter 1 inch, so for 5. So a total of 10. Wounded on 2s. So naturally there's a bunch of 1s, so that's 7 wounds. So you have 3 up cover save against this. So go to town on this one.
I'm good at 3 up.
Man, you really gotta stop this. What's going on?
And then 5 up.
Yeah.
And that's still wound.
And not a single casualty amongst these warriors.
How many 3s were there? I'm curious.
I honestly I don't remember, but there was enough to keep you alive. And melt a gun into the Ghost Arc right here. Jinkin. Okay. Yeah, joke's on you. It's gonna miss anyway. Take that.
Does it have twin linked or anything?
And Luke actually just reminded me that it's twin linked, so there we go. That time it will hit. And let's.
You're such a good guy.
You are such a good guy. So needing 5 to glance.
And that is a glance.
Just a glance.
That's a beautiful glance, though.
That is.
And
you jinked it away. So
that's a good pilot. Look how close that melting gun is.
Yeah, no, that was some good piloting skill there. Destroyer's gonna fire all their shots into the pariahs. No, what are they called? Lich Guard. Lich Guard. That's right. I will remember that one of these days.
You're thinking Dawn of War.
I am. So these are hitting on 4s, but twin linked. Not a bad start.
Good.
Let's see how many more I can add.
Many.
Not as many, but still, that was a hit there. Not too bad. Wounded on 3s. Oh, that's not too shabby. That's going to force some saves. All right, I'm just looking to kill 1 here. That's all I want. Just 1. Come on, 1.
I can reroll that one if you want.
Yeah, drop dice. You always reroll. Okay, so there's 2 reanimation. But
I take a guy.
Your resurrection orb.
That was both. That was 2 of the reanimations I rolled.
Don't you have 3 up invulnerable saves first though?
Those are the fails. Oh.
So there's the reroll in that 3 right there because he did actually get a reroll. He for some reason was thinking his invulnerable saves were the rerolls there.
I don't know why.
So the next batch. Ooh. 2 more.
4.
Oh, you're fine. And oh, jeez, this is getting frustrating. Castell and Manipul up next, and they're just going to fire into the Lich Guard over here. And once again, just looking to take out at least 1. That would be fantastic. So starting with the arm-mounted ones. These are all twin-linked, hitting on 4s. Let's see if I can add a couple to those.
Jeez.
Only 2 more added to them, so just a little bit better than statistical. And wounding on 3s. Okay, so there's 5 more wounds, 2 at a time. You're good there. Next 2. All right. Okay. And the carapace mounted ones. That's not too bad. Let's add a couple more to that. No.
Wow. Hello.
Okay. That is absolutely heartbreaking for me. Just all those 1s. And on 3s. All right, so there's some more saves. Statistically speaking, you should lose 1 eventually. So there's 1 save that you need to make. And reroll.
And
I got 1! I took 1 out finally.
And then 3 more.
3 more, yeah.
Oh, it's saber. Yeah, I was rolling.
And okay. But you know what? I got 1. And before I forget, there is the Storm Spear missile pod that's hull mounted there. Actually, hull mounted. It's not going to have arc, unfortunately. So it's going to fire into you, your Ghost Arc. I wanted to fire at the Immortals, but it's not going to happen. So it's hitting on 3s, twin linked. For 2 hits and needing 5s to glance. 1 pen. And you are jinking, so you have your 4 up. And you're fine. So that's going to take us into the assault phase. Only 1 assault to declare. I will assault into the Ghost Arc. You can't fail it. But you're, yeah, you do get the overwatch from the guys inside. And of course it goes without saying that it is the front of the thing that has the shield on it. Hitting 6s. Oh, that's a good chunk of 6s. 6s again.
And 1.
Only 1 from that one. 4 up invulnerable save, which I'll fail. So I will drop down to 3 hull points remaining.
Oh, he's actually got wounds on, like, hull point.
13 attacks going into these 3 remaining warriors. Hitting on 3s at this point because they're weapon skill 3 because of the neurostatic aura, and I'm back to weapon skill 4. And there we go. That's a lot more damage this time around, but no 6s to hit. So not adding additional hits. But wounding on 2s. All wound. Starting with your 4-up armor save. So 1, 2, only 3 failed. Good grief. You defy statistics, good sir. Alright, and the reanimation protocol. Yes! I killed 2! Take that, gold helmet!
No, I'm so sorry.
Take that, gold helmet. You died.
He's a 4.
One attack back, hitting on a 4. Nothing.
Yes.
So he lost by 2, so leadership 8.
Please, please, please.
Oh, you definitely failed. And initiative. So I'm going to have initiative 9. Yep, I catch up. And I wipe out that unit. We're now going to consolidate D6 inches for 4. 4 inches is enough to get most of these infiltrators into cover here. Not going to be enough for all of them, unfortunately, as one guy is sort of left out to dry. Moving on to the knight, we have the Strength 10 Hammer of Wrath, front armor of 13 because of the quantum shielding.
That's a mega pen.
That is going to be a penetrating hit, and...
Boom.
No, he's just shaken. So regardless of what happens...
He's stunned.
Oh, sorry, that's right, he's stunned.
Living metal and the Decurion ignores it.
Yeah, but that is 1 hull point at the very least. And 3 attacks coming in, which are going to be hitting on 3s. So only 2 hits.
Please be gentle.
And oh,
He could live.
He could live.
But it's a penetrating hit still.
No, it's going to be 3 hull points. And even with an the explosion could affect the guys inside. So no, it's not going to explode. So they're just going to get out and take a pinning check. And that means no Necron warriors are going to be getting revived from this.
All I have to do is somehow get that other ghost.
Yeah, the other ghost arc's just going to zip over here and pick up the remaining warriors.
So
pinning check.
Ooh.
So thankfully they're not pinned.
A 10 would have been okay as well.
Yeah, a 10 would have been fine. Usually Necron warriors don't get pinned. And they're just going to emergency embark 3 inches. And moving on to this combat right here. So I got my 4 Rust Stalkers remaining. With only 1 guy in base against the spider, I'm going to start with him. So starting with the Cord Claw attack. That will miss, which is a shame because that's the Fleshbane attack. And everything else, 2 hits. That was a hit. And needing your toughness 6, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. No wounds. Next up, I have 3 Cord Claw attacks against these Scarab Swarms for 2 hits.
No, 3 hits.
No,
oh, sorry.
2 never hits. 2 never hits. I wish it did. And wounded on 2s, 1 wound. So AP2, so 1 reanimation protocol.
4.
No, okay. And the 6 remaining attacks with the Transonic Razors, hitting on 3s.
Maybe he's dead.
Oh, good grief. That is just atrocious. So 1 hit. Not even wounded. Not even wounded. So I failed to kill a base. Okay, so Luca is kind of driving himself nuts right now, and unfortunately it's a little bit too far back in the tape for us to effectively check. So, what's the problem, Luca?
Oh, like, I don't know. I never tick up wounds, I always tick them down, but I don't remember that spider take that unit taking more than 2 wounds, so...
Okay, because I'm looking at it, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I always let my guest decide on this case. So, if you feel like you were ticking, you were ticking down, like you usually do, we'll roll off on it. If you think that you were doing it the right way and he had 2 wounds remaining,
let's just say he's dead. Let's say he's dead.
Let's roll on it then. If that's what you think, let's roll on. So we'll do 4+. He's dead. Okay.
4+ he's dead. The 3.
You know what? I think that's actually the right call anyway.
Oh.
I don't think
I don't remember him taking 2 wounds.
I don't remember him taking 2 wounds
but I
either.
never tick up my wounds.
But like I said, I always let my guest decide. That way, I remain impartial to this, even though everyone knows the result I want. But yeah, there we go. So we're going to keep him alive.
Basically with spiders.
Yeah, so we have attacks back, starting with the spider or the scarabs.
4.
Scarabs first, hitting on your weapon skill 2, right?
Yes.
So hitting on 4s.
Okay.
Not too bad.
I miss it.
Yeah, you can't always hit on 3s. I'm not always going to have that low of our weapon skill.
4s. And 3 wounds.
Okay. And as I was saying that to Luca, it just dawned on me, I was actually cheating myself out of a weapon skill last round. I was actually weapon skill 2, not weapon skill 1, because, well, the doctrine I used was weapon skill -2, ballistic skill +3. In the grand scheme of things, I don't think it made a huge difference, but it could have. I don't know. I'm not going to go back in the tapes to check. People can yell at me online for that one.
What if Gold Helmet actually didn't become Gold Helmet, though?
Who knows? Anyway, let's see if I make the saves. And feel no pains.
That's a little better. 2
feel no pains, and I got to look answer this. Which I will, so I will lose this fella right here. Spider coming in, gonna try and hit the alpha.
And 1 hit.
Okay, and wounding on 2.
Anything but a 1.
And I have a
6 up.
So I'm still close enough that I can try to do the look answer, or I can use his conversion field, which is a good invulnerable save.
Oh.
I'm gonna take it on the alpha with his 4-up invulnerable save for the conversion field. which I'll make. Now, the other thing that's going to happen is everything within D6 inches is going to take a blind check. So that's just going to affect, I think my unit is immune to it, but I'm not sure. I'll double check it. But it does mean your spider and scarabs both have to roll for it. Now, the irony is that I'm already striking before you anyway. So
yeah,
let's just do it, just to see what happens. So
my weapon skill is going to go on the spider, so initiative test of 2, and he passes.
Okay, and the scarabs?
And
scarabs?
They're going down to weapon skill 1.
Okay,
so that's a skill 1.
So that means I'm going to be hitting on, well, I'm already hitting on 3s.
And I'm already hitting on, well, I'm hitting on 5s now.
Yeah, okay, so that is a little bit of a boon for me. So thankfully I don't suffer from my own blind check, which is good. Your scarabs are going to be down to weapon skill and initiative 1 for this turn. The spider's okay. And because I have Zealot going on, I am fearless, so no need to run away. I've tied up these scarabs and spiders for another turn. At the end of my turn, I was able to get recon for another point, putting me at 3 to your 5. And I think at this point I'm just going to discard objective 5, because the chances of me getting to that one are very slim. And that will end the Ad Mech turn 2, so let's go into Necrons turn 3. One last note for the end of my turn. These Castellans are going to go into the Protector Protocol, so they're going to be able to fire twice in their shooting phase, but they're not going to be moving this turn. The start of turn 3, 3 new objectives being drawn. So Thrall of the Silent King, keep going.
I got to...
yeah, we'll figure that in a second.
It'd be this one.
Okay, so objective 3.
So if my... I'm pretty sure this is my...
Next objective is objective 3, and Witch Hunter, get rid of that. We have no psychers kicking around here.
That's beautiful.
And instead we have objective 4. So objective 4 is right there, so we're going to have to see how that fight goes down. And then objective 3 for the Thrall of the Silent King and the second objective is being firmly held by the Destroyers and Dominus. At the start of the turn, going to declare reanimation protocols, and you're going to attempt to spawn a Scarab. So let's see that 1. No, that's a 2. So this unit is going to slowly overwhelm me, I think.
This guy has to start getting...
Ghost Arc, just going to reposition a little bit. Going to move the Tomb Blades before the Ghost Arc actually, just get them a little bit closer. And look at these infiltrators. Now the Ghost Arc is just going to reposition. And he's going to be snap firing his broadsides this turn, but at the very least it's going to put him in position to try and get over to this side of the table and reinforce everything. These fellas are just going to stand up from going to ground, so they're going to be snap firing this turn. We're going to remember that this time. Warrior is going to move through cover. Only 2 inches, so it's not enough to actually get them up there. But they all still will have a line of sight on the knight, and that's very important because there is a chance you could strip the remaining 3 wounds.
Yes.
Lich Guard, move through cover. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to see.
That's what I...
So 6 inches forward is going to put them 8 inches away from the Castellan Maniple here. And that's going to be very important because it's going to make it rather scary. If I lose my big Maniple, I'm going to lose a lot of firepower. So it's going to be a big, big assault phase for you this turn. And with that movement, we're going to go into the shooting phase and see what the Necrons can do.
Oh, with them all spread out, I can only really hit 1.
So starting with the Tomb Blades.
Would it be hitting that guy?
Yeah, you'd be hitting 2 because he's supposed to be standing up like that. So go ahead. This is that -1 ballistic skill, by the way.
Ooh, so that would be ballistic
skill 3, right? So
yeah,
4 inches.
4 inches that way.
4 inches will just hit 1, and that's just the first blast. Second one, it's going to scatter back 1 inch, so you're still going to hit 2
inches. 2 inches.
Oh, sorry, 2 inches, yeah. So up to 3 so far. And the last one is going to hit 1 again. So a total of 4 hits. Medium 2s.
4 wounds.
Okay.
This is ignores cover.
Yep, 4 up armor saves. I'll make 2 of them, and I will unfortunately lose 2. So 1, 2. Next up, the broadside from the Ghost Arc is going to snap fire into the remaining infiltrators. 6s. So I see 3 6s. Oh, 4 6s. Okay, not too bad. On 3s.
Wow.
Okay, and I think at this point I'm going to go to ground.
3 up cover save, right?
Yeah, it'd be a 3 of... No, I'm not going to go to ground. I will just fail 2 saves and fail 2 saves, and he's too far away to look answer, so I've lost my alpha. No. The Immortals are going to fire into the knight, and for this shooting phase, I mean, obviously it's going to be a front arc because there's more stuff coming in that way. So 7 shots hitting on 6s. I needed that. And these warriors firing into the knight, hitting on 3s. I actually really needed to see that. Needing 6s to glance. Oh, 4. Okay, so this is going to be very important. If I roll, I need at least 2 of these to succeed. Yes! Okay.
Got 2 hull points left.
2 hull points remaining. That is very big for me because if I lose this night, the game is going to be a very, very tough game going forward. And the Staff of Light is out of range, unfortunately, so no shots from that. So that's going to...
I forgot it's got the blind special, but that's not really a big deal.
All right, and that's going to take us into the assault phase. Before we do that, I do have a panic check to make, and he will stick around. So you're going to attempt assault in?
Yeah, what are we looking at here? 7?
So you're looking at a 7-inch charge, and I do have my flechette blaster to go up against you. So needing 6s to hit.
Ooh.
2 hits, and these are going to be wounding on 6s with shred.
Oh,
1 6 so far. 2 6s! As it ricocheted off your doom. Sorry about that, man.
That's fine.
So you 2 6s there.
3 up.
And you're fine. 7-inch charge! And you're in. Beautiful.
That's only 1 hammer wrath.
Yeah, it's only going to be enough for 1 hammer wrath, which will be right there, but the odds are very good that you will take them out. Hammer wrath will wound on a 5, 4-up save, which I'll fail. And what's the strength of this?
4.
Strength 4. So feel no pain, which I'll make.
Good.
3 attacks back, needing what's your weapon skill?
4.
4. So needing 4s to hit. Oh no, 3s actually, because your weapon skill -1. And that's going to be 2 more for the taser goat for a total of 5. And wounding on 3s. 3 wounds. 3-up save. Okay, you're good. 6 attacks back, hitting on 4s.
Ew.
Only 2 hits. Uh-oh.
Wounding on 3s.
1 wound. 4-up save. Followed by a feel no pain. Oh, I felt it. So do I run? Because that's going to be the end of combat. Do I run away? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to run. So I got 8 on my initiative.
You get away.
Okay, so I will make it away, and I'll run 5 inches plus 3 for the Dune Strider. So he's just going to run away like so.
Yes.
Over here, declaring a charge against my Castellans here, so I will be able to overwatch. So I'd forgotten with the Infiltrator that my Benediction of the Omniscience is still kicking around until the start of my turn, so I could have gotten some rerolls there, but don't care at this point. So I'm going to start with the Castellans. Just going to roll these all together because it's all re-rolling for this turn, so that's going to be a total of 24 shots. Hitting on 4s, and good thing for that reroll.
6s.
Oh, sorry, 6s. So 2 so far, but the Twin Link is going to add another 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. So it's enough to maybe do something. And wounding on 2s. Come back here, your drop die.
3s.
Sorry, 3s. It's because you're toughness 5, aren't you?
Yeah.
So 3 wounds. What's going to happen? Oh, 2 reanimations. Oh, jeez. So no deaths, which is unfortunate because if I'd killed 1, it would have pushed you to a 9-inch charge. All right, 8-inch charge needed. Yes! I live another turn. Oh, thankfully I needed that one.
That would have been pretty good.
Yeah, because you would have just murderized my unit there. I'm having a hard enough taking the objectives at this point, but that's going to slow you down a little bit, and that could be a big difference in the game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We forgot to consolidate him. He rolled a 1, so it just kind of shifted around a little bit. Moving over here, got some pile-ins to do. This guy's going to pile in up there, and he's going to pile in over here. I'm going to use his and the Alpha's attacks against the Spider, and then then his attacks against the Scarabs. Starting with the 2 Cord Claw attacks, going into the Spider, hitting on, what's your weapon skill? 4. 4, okay, so hitting on 4s. 1 hit, and 1 wound.
Is it AP2?
It is AP2 at this point, so you do have a reanimation.
Oh, we take wound.
1 wound on the Spider. And my regular attacks, that's going to be, oh, not too bad, 3 hits. Needing 6s to wound. No more wound. And the Cord Claw attack going into these Scarabs. I'll miss with the Cord Claw, and the 2 remaining attacks. One will hit. So, and what's your toughness?
3.
Okay, so a 3 will actually wound.
4 reanimation.
Yep. Hey, I took out that one.
There we go, that base is out of here.
Alright, so that's going to be 4 less attacks.
Yeah, hitting on 4s.
Spider first. 1 hit. And, okay. And I am going to... I got a lookout, sir.
Yeah.
So, no. Alright, I need a 4-up save.
4-up, right?
Yeah, because he's got the conversion field.
1.
No, so he will die. And we're going to have to check it, but we're pretty sure that's going to push me off objective 4. And all the Scarabs are just going to start piling in. And just...
Well, they gotta do their attacks first, technically.
Oh, that is true, but we'll just get them in there anyway.
I need 2 more.
Hitting on 5s due to blinded.
2,
okay.
3 hits.
Alright. Could have been better, but...
4s. 1 wound. 2 wounds.
2 wounds, and... 1 save so far. Feel no pain. No, I'll take 1 wound, and I'll put it onto this fella right down there, I guess. And at the end of the turn, you're going to pile in. Take me off objective 4, no problem. Now, my fearless guy is dead.
Oh,
so
right,
I do have to see if I run away or not. 9. I'm running.
Alright, I don't think well, I can try.
So I have
7?
7 to this, yep.
And I got 6. You get away.
Okay, so I will be able to run away. And they're going to be going... Oh, yeah. They're going to be going 8 inches total.
Right, because of the
running back. There.
And a big
Consolidating.
Spider, 4 inches.
Yeah, that's definitely enough to take and hold objective 4.
1.
And the Scarab Swarm, just 1 inch. So, locked them in combat for a couple turns, but they did win out in the end. And that will end Necron's turn 3. So they were able to capture objective number 4. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get objective number 3. They got a lot of work to do that one.
Yeah.
Would you like to discard anything this turn?
I'm getting rid of the base objective 3. I'll keep the throw out sound game one.
Sounds good. So you're currently at 6 points to my 3. So the game is still fairly close as we go into my turn 3. Start of my turn, I'll draw 2 more objectives. Objective 2 and Blood and Guts. At the start of my turn, I'm also going to use the benediction, or sorry, the invocation. No, what was it again? Incantation of the Iron Soul. So I still have 8 units on the table. So all my Cult Mechanicus units will become fearless. Now the reason I'm doing this, he automatically rallies now that he's fearless. He's not going to be much of a problem, but you're going to have to deal with him now, which is important. And then these fellows over here, even though they would have been rallying on their leadership, they're going to automatically rally as well, and just cause some problems for you. And the Doctrine Imperative I'll use for this turn is going to be Ballistic Skill +2, Weapon Skill -1. Starting with the Vanguard, they are going to move through cover 6 inches. And that is going to be enough to put... Well, they all were already in firing range there, but now they're just going to get some extra close range against the spiders and scarabs in hopes that I can take them out. These guys will just use their 3-inch rally to just kind of move back into the round.
Go 6?
And this guy, just to force you to deal with him. Just going to get right behind the Tomb Blades. The Castellan Manifold cannot move, but they're going to be able to fire twice this turn and hopefully kill some of these guys. Destroyer's going to move through difficult terrain. 6 inches, and basically what they're going to do is just get close enough that they can... yeah, first off, make it a little bit harder for you to charge the Castellans, but basically get within the 30-inch range of the Immortals across the table, and maybe take them out. Doomcrawler is going to move forward 6 inches, ignoring difficult terrain. Dominus is just going to break off from the Destroyers and just stay around here at objective number 3. Actually, move through difficult terrain, 3 inches. Just going to move a little bit closer, maybe be within range of his Eradication Ray. Knight's going to move through difficult terrain for a total of 10 inches, because that was a 5 right there. Yep. 10 inches is enough to get the Knight all the way over to here. And he's going to be charging over the wreckage of the Knight Scythe. Or, not the Knight Scythe, the Ghost Arc. That will end my movement phase, so let's jump into the shooting phase. Vanguard Squad's going to start off the shooting. They're going to all fire into the Spider. Starting with the Plasma Calivers. Going to have 6 shots hitting on 2s. And because it's Ballistic Skill 6, that I do get a reroll on a 6+, it'll hit. Oof. It will not. Strength 7, AP 2. So on 3s,
3 wounds.
3 wounds. So you have a 4-up cover save from being on the ruins right there, but my Omnispecs reduces that by 1. So you have a 5-up cover save. And of course you would make 2 of them. Of course you would.
I would. And then I get my 4 reanimation.
Yes, you do.
And
God, jeez. I cannot take this guy down for the life of me. And all the rad carbines hitting on 2s.
Reroll 1.
Reroll that 1 on a 6+. Nope. So that's a good chunk of hits.
Yeah, well.
I'm looking for all the 6s.
Got 1.
That's, no, 2 6s for 2 additional hits there.
Right.
And, but that's going to be it, simply because I needed 6s to even just wound you. 3-up saves. Okay, and reanimation. Hey, another wound goes on to him. 1 wound. That was it. 1 wound.
It's got 1 wound left. Hey,
you know, this is why people hate Necron players.
He only shot with 1 unit.
Yeah, that is true. I only shot with 1 unit, but oh, he is just tanking so much damage. The neutron laser from the Doomcrawler. I'm going to place it right there.
A healthy little.
Because on a direct hit, I will be hitting 6, it looks like. And this is going to be at ballistic skill 6. So, not twin linked, so it's going to be scattering 2 inches. So that's going to place it right there, so I'm only going to hit 4. On 2s. Hey, look, there's that 1 again. So 3 wounds go through, so you have your 3-up invulnerable save. And, of course, you make it. Because these guys can't fail saves, that's just not what they do. And a pair of Cognis Heavy Stubbers going in, hitting on 2s.
Reroll.
So 2 misses. Oh yeah, reroll and hitting on 6s. So they're going to miss. So 4 hits, and these are going to be wounding on 5s. So 2 more wounds.
Always the stubbers.
3 up. Okay, there's 1.
4 up.
Oh.
It's always the stubbers that tend to do it.
Dominus is up next. Going to fire his eradication raids within 12 inches, so it's a strength 8 AP1 shot. And that will hit. And that will wound. So you have your 3-up invulnerable save. Okay.
Look at those.
And a Phosphor Serpenta. And the Serpenta is going to hit. And it's going to wound. So 3 up. That's right. Oh. Oh.
Die.
Oh, I need to get special dice for Necrons. They're all going to be weighted, so you roll nothing but 1s and 2s.
I get to reroll ones.
You would, wouldn't you?
Just saying.
Just saying.
Yeah, as long as he's allowed to get to reroll ones.
So this unit continues to be a thorn in my side. And I really need to go for objectives right now. So these destroyers, they're going to fire into the spider. I really wanted to go against the immortals there. I was really hoping the Vanguard would have taken the spider out by now. But it was not to be.
The spider's so dead.
Hitting on 4s. Wounded on 3s. So that's going to be enough to maybe force him to be dead. So you have a 4 cover save against this. So start off with that.
Oof.
Oh, and 3 reanimations. Yes!
Oh.
I got the spider! The spider is dead! And that will give me overwhelming firepower. So I finally have another objective to call my own. The Castellan Maniple is next going to fire into this unit of Lich Guard, double tapping with their hand-mounted Phosphor Blasters, hitting on 4s twin linked. And the reroll. Okay, that's not too bad, getting me a couple more hits there. Wounded on 3s now. Ooh, not too bad. Statistically speaking, you should lose a couple here. Bunch of saves to make.
Wow.
Really? Really? Only 2? Oh.
4 ups.
I really want to call these dice... hey, I killed 1! Yeah, that's right. I killed 1. I want to say these dice are fixed, but we've been using the same dice. It's just me. I have terrible luck with this. Carapace mounted ones now, so they're just getting the 3 shots each, so 12 total, hitting on 4s. Oh, that could have been a lot better. And wounding on 3s. Alright, there's 3 more saves for you to make, because I know you will make them. So 3-up invulnerable. Oh, reanimation. I got another one! I am so happy right now. So happy. 2 Lich Guard have died. And a Gamma Pistol. Closest target is actually going to be your Lord there. So does it hit? Of course not. Alright, that's their shooting.
Okay.
Flechette Blaster into the Tomb Blades. Hitting on 6s because he did just rally, so snap firing. 1 hit. And shred.
6.
Nothing. Alright. And the Knight is just going to put a template down on the Warriors right in front. Direct hit's going to hit... yeah, there we go. A direct hit will hit all of them. So here's hoping for that direct hit. That's not a direct hit. That's going to scatter 3 inches. And I'll plunk it down right there. And that's going to hit, it looks like 2, 4, 6 of them. Okay. Not terrible. Wounded on 2s. Okay, all 6 are going to wound at least.
There's not even the 1 there.
So you're going to have your 5-up cover save because I am firing through the Ghost Arc, the wreckage on anyway. So 2 are saved, and now you have a 5-up reanimation protocol.
I lose 2 guys.
Only 2. Only 2.
It's a big gun you got there. So.
Yeah. But you know what? It is a rapid fire one, so I forgot to fire the other one. So it's actually fired at the same time. So direct hit once again will hit. We'll get scored 10 wounds. But that's going to scatter way off and do absolutely nothing. My other firepower, the Melted Gun and the Storm Spear Missile Pod, I think I'm going to put into the Scarabs there. Just no, that's silly of me. I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
I'm putting them into the warriors. So Storm Spear Missile Pod hitting on 3s.
Ooh.
2 hits. Wounding on 2s. 2 wounds. So 5 up cover save. And 5 up field or reanimation. Another warrior goes down. Lastly, the Melt-A-Gun, which will hit. And that will wound. And
it's going to kill him? Yep.
And it will kill another warrior.
Boink.
So you're down to 6 remaining. That's going to end the shooting phase for the Ad Mech as we go into the assault phase. I only have 1 assault to declare, right over here. So you're going to get your rapid firing overwatch against me. So 6 shots hitting on 6, or sorry, 12 shots hitting on 6s. On 6s!
Lots.
So 2 hits, needing 6s again to do front armor glances.
Oh!
Oh, wow. Come on. Okay.
They all get golden helmets if you feel
Yeah, no kidding. Yes!
Oh,
okay.
He's okay.
You know, I have to admit, that would have been something else. If you had pulled that off, that would have been astounding. Now watch me roll snake eyes for my charge.
You're
okay. No snake eyes. That's good. So he'll just come barreling across and
destroy everything.
As I knock everything over. My knight is big and clumsy. So that'll be 1 Hammer of Wrath. Wounding on a 2 for the Hammer of Wrath. That will wound. So you have your armor save, which you made. So, for once, the Necrons would actually have initiative, because I did charge through cover, but you have nothing that can actually hurt me. So we're going to go right into the attacks for the Knight, hitting on 3s. No, sorry, 4s, because your weapon skill 4.
Yes.
Oh, and actually I get to reroll. No, I didn't use that one. Never mind. So hitting on 3s, or 4s.
Yeah, I used the fearless one.
And what am I doing?
1's dead and that
one is just completely dead. That's it. And time for the stomps. For a total of 3, and I think there for all 3 of them. So,
well, see, the problem with that is if you put them all there, then that guy might live, right?
Oh, no, because I got him covered as well.
Oh, you got them all?
Yeah,
okay.
I got them all covered. So, if I see a single 6, I'll be happy. Not a 6, but each one of those is that's gonna be a lot of strength 6 hits.
10 strength 6 AP4.
Wounding on 2s. There we go. So that's a bunch of reanimation you have to make. How many can you make? You made a respectable amount.
But I think you instead.
Yeah. 5 is enough to completely wipe it out, giving me blood and guts. And I will consolidate. 1 inch, just to move. He's just going to flip around and move back 1. Just to make sure his ion shield is in the front there against that Gauss. At the end of my turn, I was able to get overwhelming firepower and blood and guts. So this actually just puts me, I believe, 1 behind you in the count. And I'm just going to discard objective 2. So that's going to take us into turn 4 for the Necrons. Drawing 2 new objectives. Objective 5 and Slaughter the Living. Starting the movement phase, these Lich Guard going to move through difficult terrain.
That was a 6.
6 inches. They're getting ever closer to my unit. And that's going to be enough. It looks like it's going to put them at least, I'm going to wager 5 inches away from me, which is still closer than I would have preferred.
I'm just moving my Lich Guard first so I can put my guys behind.
Yeah, no problem. You want them to tank all the wounds. Yeah. So that's going to put them 5 inches away, just like I thought. So I need to kill 2 guys in the Overwatch to be able to try and take you out. And the Ghost Arc just going to move forward 6 inches, just getting into position to fire as many things as he can. Tomb Blades just going to move forward 12 inches. Looks like they're going to be going after objective number 5. These Immortals going to move through cover. 5 inches, just get them a little bit closer to the Knight.
3 down, 2 across.
Scarab's also going to move over a little bit.
They're going all the way down.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try and tie up the Knight a little bit. And that'll take us to the end of the movement phase. So let's jump into the shooting phase and see what you can do. Starting with the Ghost Arc, going to put 10 shots into the 1 remaining Infiltrator here. And that's a good chunk of hits. Needing 3s to wound. Ooh. I have a chance. So it's a slim chance, but it is a chance. Ooh. He lives!
He still has all that.
Fantastic. So he still remains a thorn in your side.
Yes.
Bike's just going to turbo boost down and grab objective number 5. Immortals firing their 6 shots into the front arc of the Knight. Hitting on 3s. Not too shabby. Needing 6s.
0.
No 6s. Oof. So I get lucky for another turn. And that'll take us out of the shooting phase into the assault, starting with the Scarabs. And you're definitely going to be in. So I have to hope that I can kill at least Well, if I can kill all 3, that'd be amazing, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen with the way I roll.
Okay.
And the big unit of Lich Guard, what are you doing?
Yeah, primary, secondary.
So you're going to try multi-assault?
Yeah.
Okay then, so I got a whole bunch of Overwatch coming in. So there's a whole bunch of Overwatch happening. So starting with the destroyers. So first off, there's Cognus Flamers. So each one of those Cognus Flamers is going to hit you 3 times. So strength 4 hits. And I got a whole bunch of Grav Cannon shots going into you, needing 6s to hit. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6s. Not too bad. Wounding on 3s with the Grav Cannons. So naturally I roll a bunch of 2s. So 2 wounds. So 3 up invulnerables. And he lives. And let's do the wounds from the Flamers now. Needing 5s to wound with the Flamers. Well, that's not too shabby at all. There's another 5 wounds. And of course you'll make all your saves. Now my understanding is that the battle protocols only let me fire twice in the shooting phase, not in Overwatch. So that's how I'm going to rule this.
Okay.
If anyone has a very convincing argument to make otherwise, please make it in the comments. I'd love to hear it because that would be amazing.
Wait.
So after I said that last bit, Luca chimed in, and we went and looked at the book. Now it just says that it just fires the carapace-mounted weapons twice. So it doesn't say in shooting phases or anything like that. No. So it sounds like he's making the argument that I can fire twice.
Yeah, and it says in the Overwatch phase, treat it as a shooting phase.
That is true.
Same thing with like rapid fire.
So same argument is going to remain. Make a compelling argument to not doing that. Either way, it's going to be a good discussion because it should get hammered out. But Luca's saying I'm going to shoot, saying I should shoot twice, so I will shoot twice. And one last note, last turn I did it wrong. I fired the twin-linked ones twice. I should have fired the carapace-mounted ones twice. So the big difference is that the carapace ones are not twin-linked. So I did that wrong in the last turn. Unfortunately, this one seems to be a rule that I keep screwing up. I'm going to try and get it right this time, though. Going to start with the twin-link shots. Okay, not a bad start. And the rerolls. We'll add all of 1 more. Okay, that went from being not bad to kind of being sad.
So only 6s hit.
Only 6s hit, so I actually got to reroll a bunch of those hits as well. And it's going to go to 3. So given I was only hitting on 6s, that's actually not too terrible. On 3s, 2 more wounds. Yep, save. And reanimation. Hey, another one goes down. Only 1 more and I'll make your charge distance that much longer. Next up is the carapace-mounted attacks. So these are all hitting on 6s. That's a good chunk of 6s. Wounding on 3s. Okay, bunch of saves to make here. So 2 reanimation protocols to make. Alright, 1 more goes down, and that's going to make it a very long charge distance for you. And my very last bit of firing, I have a gamma pistol from the Datasmith, which will not hit. So I was able to knock you down from a 5-inch charge to a 7-inch charge. So go for it.
That's rough. That's rough.
Oh, I think I just had a heart palpitation. And I got reprieved another turn. I guess that's one of the dangers of Death Star units, though. Yeah. Sometimes they don't make it in. So that's going to give me, it's going to give me 1 more turn to try and do some massive damage to it. So, here's hoping. Moving into this combat over here, I'm going to be striking before your scarabs. So hitting on 3s, 2 hits, and as long as I don't roll 1s, I think I'll be okay here. And so that's going to be a lot of hits. So the D strength is going to insta-kill those things. I was about to roll it to see how many wounds I actually deal, but D strength, insta-kill. Our strength 10 even is going to insta-kill those. So 4 attacks back? 5 attacks back? Okay. Hitting on 4s, reroll that 1 that was a drop die. Okay, so 3 hits and needing 6s to glance.
2 6s here. This one.
1 6 and no saves allowed against that one. So how many stomps am I putting down? Only 1. We know where it's going.
Yeah.
And it's going to do 1 strength 6 AP4 hit. And it will wound. Okay. So
that's
we are
the
actually
last turn of reanimation protocols.
Yeah, but we're locked in combat going into my turn, so my knight is stuck there.
Yeah.
At the end of the turn, you were able to get objective 5, and I don't think you actually got Slaughter the Living.
I did not kill anything. But do I want to discard? I think I'll get rid of objective 3.
Okay.
Because that's not going anywhere.
No, and you'll pull 2 new objectives next turn. At the start of my turn, I'm going to draw 3 new objectives: Psychological Warfare, Reclaim Lost Knowledge, and Scour the Sky. Oh, let's get rid of that one. Instead, we will get Hungry for Glory. Have to issue a challenge.
Ooh, buddy, come
on. That just seems dumb. And at the beginning of my turn, after the objectives, I'm going to use the Canticle, what is it? The Chant of the Remorseless Fist. So all my units are going to be, because I still have 8 on the table, are going to be re-rolling to hits in close combat. And for giggles, I guess we'll do Weapon Skill +1 for my Skatara units.
There we go.
This Infiltrator doesn't really have much options. He's just going to use his 9 inches and run this way. Dune Crawler, just going to move forward 6 inches and just try and get in the way a little bit. The Dominus, move through difficult terrain. He's just going to move backwards a little bit just to put these guys into the post or the over 12-inch range.
Well, they moved up, is he still?
Yeah, that's actually a good call. So he's just going to move back as far as he can and still be in range of his weapon. Destroyer is going to move through difficult terrain as well, 3 inches. And all they're trying to do is just kind of get the other destroyer back a little bit, just to force you to go through difficult terrain if you charge in. And the Castellans obviously can't go anywhere. These 2 Ruststalkers just going to run forward and just hug the wall and take objective number 4. And these guys are just going to keep sitting on the objective. That'll end my movement as we jump into the shooting phase. Starting with the Dune Crawler, just going to center it, I think, right there. Yeah, right there, because a direct hit will give me, it looks like 7. So, here's hoping. Oh no. Oh no. That's going to be a 6-inch scatter.
Not hitting anything,
Alright, not as bad as I thought, but it's not going to hit anything, which is unfortunate, because that was kind of my big money shot. And that's not happening now. Cognus Heavy Stubber, hitting on 3s, and wounding on 5s. So take that, no wounds. Dominus is going to fire his Eradication Ray. I'm going to center it right there. This is going to be Strength 6, AP 3.
Okay.
So let's see where that one goes.
Big money stop.
Oh, that one's going to be a direct hit for 7. Wounding on 3s. That's a lot of 1s, but 4 wounds. So 3 up invulnerable saves. Ooh. And Feel No Pain, or sorry, Reanimation Protocol. Oh, you made him. Next up, Destroyer's going to fire into the unit, hitting on 4s. Not too shabby. Wounded on 3s. Not too bad. Alright, can you fail any more saves? You've made a whole bunch of them. I don't have much faith in my ability to kill your Lich Guard.
I do have to do them 3 at a time because he's only got a 4 up invuln and they have 3 up invulns.
Okay.
Yeah.
First one, okay. Get rid of those. Uh-oh. 3 reanimation protocols.
Rerolling 1s.
Oh, I got so excited there for a moment. Only 1.
They got 2 more.
Okay, and the last 2. Alright, so all that, I've only killed 1 so far. These Castellans now, they're going to fire into the Tomb Blades and try and do some damage. So starting with the Twin Linked shots, hitting on 4s. And good thing it's Twin Linked.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, let's see if I can do any better this time with the Twin Linked.
That's not bad.
No, not really. That's.
I'm just trying to make you feel better.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. That's still only 6 hits. By the way, I forgot to give you the option to jink. Are you jinking?
Do I get a 4-up cover up there?
You do have a 4-up cover up there.
I'll stick with that then.
Okay then. So let's see what I can do. So wounding on 3s. So that's going to be 5 wounds. 4-up cover save.
4 cover save, yeah.
So
well, yeah,
stop doing that. And reanimation. Next up is the Carapace Mounted Ones, which are going to be double tapping. So hitting on 4s. Oh, that looks a little bit better. Needing 3s to wound. Okay. Alright, that should be enough to do at least 1 or 2 wounds, I hope.
Hopefully not kill a unit.
4-up cover save. So I see 4. And 4-up reanimation protocol. So let's see it. Took down 2, so it's down to 1 remaining. And it is going to be a panic test, so maybe I'll get psychological warfare. So not only is that going to be a panic test at the end of the phase, but I just measured you're within 6 inches of the one infiltrator here. So funny. You're going to be at leadership 9 instead of leadership 10. Going to run the infiltrator. Yeah, 6 inches. That's just going to get them a little bit closer. Guarantee that 6-inch range. Ruststalkers, they're just going to try and run out of line of sight. Not very far though, just 1 inch. That's going to be my shooting phase. So let's do the morale check on the Tomb Blade here on leadership 9. So let's see if they stick. Oh yeah. So no psychological warfare for me. Alright, I don't know how smart of a move this is going to be, but I'm going to assault in with my Dune Crawler here.
No Overwatch.
into your, oh, even your spear?
Strength 5.
Oh, okay, so strength 5 can't do it. So do I make it in?
We certainly do.
I sure do. That's just going to get him right to there. So that hopefully will slow you down a bit. And with that being my only assault move to declare, I'm going to start with the Hammer of Wrath. Strength 5, nothing. And I think you're all initiative 2 across the board. Okay. So everything's initiative 2, so everything's going to pile in that's not a War Scythe, because I think the War Scythe is initiative 1, is it not?
No, they're not unwieldy.
Really?
Really?
Jeez. What is it with the people who develop Necrons? This is just crazy. So that's going to be a lot of attacks at initiative. So we'll just get my attacks out of the way because I got less, so 2 attacks.
Did you charge?
Oh, yeah, I charged. So
you only 1 attack base?
Yeah.
Oh.
Only 1 attack base.
Oh.
So it's a shooty walker. It's not a combat walker. So hitting on 4s, both are going to hit, and wounding on 2s, both are going to wound.
Is it just like a
3 up invols? Oh, 1. Okay.
Wait, sorry, what strength? It might be insta killing.
Strength 10. So it's going to be at still 4 up. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, nuts. So I don't kill anything. And you're gonna have your 7 attacks back that can hurt me.
Yeah, only the
attacks back, hitting on 3s.
What weapon skill is he? 4?
Yep, weapon skill 3.
Okay.
Ooh, that could have been a little bit better.
For sure.
Well, but these are armor bane, so I do have invulnerable saves at the very least.
Oh my goodness.
So let's see what happens. First one.
5 glance. Pen.
Okay. Second one.
Pen.
Glance. And the third one. Okay, so I have 3 armor saves that I need to make, so let's do the pens. Nope. And the glance. Nope. Alright.
What's his invuln?
6+.
Oh, okay.
It gets better if I have more of them around.
Okay.
So unfortunately it was a 6 up invul. Not enough to keep him alive. And that was just kind of a throwaway unit now. So what's going to happen to him?
He is just immobilized.
Yeah.
I mean, weapon destroyed twice.
Bam. Consolidating off that.
Reroll.
4 inches.
There, I'm happy.
I'm just going to put him 4 inches closer. Pretty much guaranteeing the charge when you go to your next turn. Moving over to this combat, the knight's going to try and squash the scarabs. That's going to be 3 hits, and it's just dead.
Goodness.
Is it ever dead? And he is just going to consolidate 5 inches back and just try and keep that those immortals out of range as best as possible.
Like zip around really fast.
At the end of my turn, I'm just going to ditch Reclaim Lost Knowledge. Going into turn 5, Luke is going to draw 2 new objectives. Behind enemy lines, which you definitely have at the moment. Oh, actually, no, you might not have that. Keep going, though. I think you have it, though.
Kingslayer.
Kingslayer, okay. Tomblade's going to start the movement phase, and he just really wants to take out this one remaining infiltrator.
Mono.
Yeah, this guy's been a little bit of a thorn in your side, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So, and then this Ghost Ark over here, going to check out what's going on. Move through cover on the Immortals. 5 inches.
So let's do 3 down, 2 across. I'll do these guys first. So 1, 3, 1. Well, he's going to go to the full 12. Might as well go for the 12.
So Ghost Ark's going to move his full 12 inches, cruising speed, just get as close to the knight as he can. But he is going to be rapid firing his shots into it. Move through cover on these fellas over here. 3 inches, but you know what? That is enough. It's going to take you within 1 inch of your target. And that's the movement phase, so let's get shooting. 1 small blast template going into this infiltrator. So what's going to happen? Yes. Direct hit. And this is strength 6, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, don't roll 1. Yes! The infiltrator lives again!
This guy needs a freaking golden helmet.
Oh, he is awesome. 4 immortals are within the 24-inch range of the knight, so definitely going to try and shoot him, and the shield is definitely on the arc that will protect him best against this.
3s.
Yep.
3 hits.
3 hits, okay. Needing a 6. Nothing. Ghost Ark going to snapfire into the knight, so go ahead and roll your shots. Need 6s.
Got
3. Oh. And with the way you roll 6s, this is kind of worrisome.
1.
Oh no. Oh no. Yes!
He's good. He survived.
Okay, jubilation as the knight stays up. Even if that was just a cover save, he would have been okay.
Okay. I'm going to call...
So, Shining Spear or...
Wait, I'm just going to declare assault on them.
Oh, you're not going to bother shooting?
Well, I'm going to do the spear to them, but he's got like a 2-up armor save, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, 3 shots into that unit.
Sounds good.
3 hits.
Yep. And strength what?
5.
Okay, so wounded on 3s.
2 wounds. 1 wound, sorry.
1 wound and a 2-up armor save. I'll take it. That will end the shooting phase. So let's jump into the assault and see what you can do in turn 5. Starting with this assault over here, I'm going to overwatch 5 shots, needing 6s. Oh, 1 6.
6s again.
6 to wound. With shred. 6 to wound. 3 up armor. Oh, you made it. And yeah, you can't fail at that point. So he's going to make it in. And let's just get the Hammer of Wrath done right now. We'll just go through the assaults as we come to him.
And it's a wound.
Okay. And he is dead. And you finally got him. You can consolidate 3 inches. Declare an assault into just the Castellan Maniple this time, so I will overwatch against you. Starting with the twin-linked arm-mounted shots, hitting on 6s. So that's 1 6 so far, but twin-linked. Can I add any more? There's 1 more. 3's a wound, 2 wounds. And you're good. And double tapping the Carapace mounted ones. Now these ones need 4s to hit, no rerolls.
4s?
Or sorry, 6s to hit. Oof. So yeah, if it needed 4s, that'd be amazing. But even so, that's still a pretty respectable roll with 5 hits. 3s to wound. There we go. 3 up invulnerable saves.
Is AP3?
AP3, yeah.
Yeah, I got AP3.
Okay, you're good so far. Ooh, 2 reanimation. And you're fine. And the Gamma Pistol, which will miss. So you're going to assault in. And I'm going to change my protocol using the Mask of the Alpha Dominus. And I'm going to double my attack characteristics.
And we are in.
Yeah, with 9 inches, you are definitely in.
Where was that 2 turns ago?
So you're issuing a challenge. All right. My Dominus, or Data Smith, sorry, will accept. I mean, this guy has taken down Bloodthirsters before, so what's an Overlord?
Yeah.
Starting at the Initiative 10 step, I do have my Data Spike, which will go against your Lord, or your Overlord. That will hit. Yep. And, no, that's not going to wound.
Okay.
So at Initiative step 2, got some piling in to do.
Yeah, you get to go first.
Yep. So I will get to strike first, although the Power Fist will be striking at the same initiative as you. So because you went through difficult terrain, I'll have my my Castellan robots hitting first, double the attack, so 4 attacks apiece, hitting on 4s, and re-rolling for the invocation I have going on. Let's see if I can add to that. Oh, I added 2 more, so that could have been a lot better. But either way, wounding on 3s, not too shabby. Let's see if I can pull some wounds off you. So there's the first 3 right there, so there's 2 reanimation that need to be made. Oh, and you get to reroll that 1.
Yeah. You're okay with that one?
Are you okay with that? I'll let you decide. Okay, he just did the dice test. He's not okay with it, so he's gonna reroll that 6. So go ahead.
There is a 1 though. I have to I'm just gonna. I'll reroll the 6. I'll reroll this one in a second.
Okay.
I'll reroll both of them.
Okay.
And I lose a guy.
So 1 still goes down. 3 more to go. Oh, there's another reanimation. Ooh. Hey, another one goes down.
2 is not what I want to see.
Fantastic. That's actually a little bit better than I anticipated. I'm going to take a gamble, and I'm going to use the Mask of the Alpha Dominus one last time, and I'm going to switch to the Aegis Protocol.
All right.
So I'm feeling no pain. So I can never use Crusader Protocol, and I can never use Protector Protocol again. And I'm hoping this is the right call, and that I won't just regret it going into it. So let's hit Initiative Step 1.
Let's do Power Fist.
Data Smith has 2 attacks. Both are going to hit, wounding on 2s. Both are going to wound, and it goes through your armor, so 4 up invulnerable save. Uh-oh. Well, reanimation?
What's the strength on this, 10 or 8?
Strength 8.
Oh, he's okay.
Alright, and you're fine, because your reanimation gets you through it. So now you have your attacks back, so...
3s now.
Okay.
Let's go 5.
So that's 1 hit. But 1 hit might be enough.
Well, it's a wound.
And I do have a conversion field for him, so 4 up invulnerable. Which he'll make. And that's going to be a blind check for you at the end of the phase as well. With the rest of the attacks, I'm going to start with the Cryptek.
So, 4's to hit.
Yep.
6 is to wound. Wait, toughness 7, right?
Toughness 7. 1 wound, and what's his weapon? Oh, okay, so 3 up armor save. Uh-oh, feel no pain.
Oh, there we go.
Alright, no pain is felt. 4 sides of the attack coming up next.
3s.
Okay, not too shabby. Wounded on 4s. Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
Only 2 go through, so feel no pain. 5 plus. Oh, I felt that one, so one of them will drop down to 1 wound remaining. 6 attacks from the Lich Guard.
4s.
Uh-oh.
3 hit.
Only? Well, okay, I guess so. And needing 6s.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. So it's actually a tie combat. But I'm fearless anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. Are you fearless?
No.
Ooh, that could have mattered a lot for me then.
Yeah.
But thankfully it's not an issue. Tie combat, we're both stuck in. So at the end of the turn, you were able to get Slaughter the Living because you took out my one remaining Infiltrator. And you are sitting on behind enemy lines. So I think you got this through objectives.
I'm going to discard King.
Okay, no problem.
Because that's not going to happen anytime soon.
So let's go into Ad Mech turn 5 and see what I can do. And let's see what my one objective I call. So Networked Archaeotech. So for Networked Archaeotech, tech, I have to roll 2d6. So I'm looking after objective 6 and...
Oh, they have to reroll if it's the same? Yeah.
Objective 6 and objective 5.
5
so
and 6.
There's 5, there's 6. The chances of me holding both of them is very slim. And at the start of this turn, I'm going to, I guess, oh geez. The canticle I'm going to use is Litany of the Electromancer. So that is going to basically, for every Cult Mechanicus unit in combat, that's going to be 2 strength 4 hits. Okay. So just get some free hits against you. And as far as the Doctrine Imperatives go, there's really not much to do on any of those, so I'm not going to bother with them at all. Knight's going to move through difficult terrain, and he's going to get a whopping 12 inches. So with the 12 inches, the Knight's just going to barrel forward this way. And I just checked down, it's going to be a 7-inch charge for me to get into the Immortals there. Destroyers are going to hang out where they are because they can see the Ghost Ark over here. And they're just going to take their chances to try to hit it with the immobilization results on the Grav weaponry. Dominus is just going to keep moving back, make it a little bit more difficult for you to get to him. And that's going to be my turn. I still have the movement over there. Might as well start moving them towards objective 6, get a point there. So with 9 inches, that's going to get them pretty close. Still going to need a fairly decent run to get there. I think I'm looking at least 3 inches. Oh, maybe 2. But still, going to have to run the shooting phase. And that will end my movement phase. So let's jump into the shooting phase. Starting with the Knight, rapid fire battle cannon. Going to fire it into the Immortals here. So on a direct hit, I'm going to be getting 5 plus the Ghost Ark. No jinking on the Ghost Ark. So that'll be 1 direct hit and 2 direct hits for a total of 10. 2's to wound. So that's going to be against the Warriors there. That's going to be 8 wounds, and I'll do the Ghost Ark in just a second. Okay. No cover save granted from the first 4 there. You will get some on the last 2, so you got to roll these a little bit at a time. So reanimation on the first 4.
3 go down.
Okay. So that's 4 of 8.
Yep, I got
so. Okay. Next one goes down.
I got 2 more left.
So you have 5 up cover saves against this, and 4 up.
Okay.
1 more warrior goes down. Sorry, 1 more immortal goes down. And now the blast against the Ghost Ark, 2d6 ordnance. Nothing on the first one. The second, that will be a penetrating hit. All right, so let's see what happens. Open topped, +1. It's just shaken.
So all point build is shielding.
All right, no more quantum shielding. Just to guarantee that I can charge the Ghost Ark there, I'm going to fire the Melt-A-Gun at it. Yep. So it is going to hit, and that's definitely going to be a jink there. Yep. So what's your side armor? 11?
11 now. That is a...
That's going to be a glance. So 4 up jink, and you're fine. And lastly, the Storm Spear Missile Pod, going to try and take on that last Immortal there. Needing 3s to hit. 2 hits, and 2's to wound. There we go. So 5 up cover save. Followed by a feel no or reanimation protocol. Nope. Dies. The warrior or the immortal goes down. The destroyer is now going to fire into that Ghost Ark. So you are jinking and needing 4s to hit. That could have been better. Looking for a couple 6s here.
Oh, he's gone.
There's 3 6s. So you do have your 4 up cover save against this because you're jinking. So let's see what happens.
So we're looking at.
And 1 goes through, so he is immobilized and down to 1 hull point remaining. And these Rust Doctors going to run a total of 9 inches, so they're going to get in no problem. And before I forget, Luca just reminded me there is a blind test that we need to do on here. So it's going to be an initiative test for the unit.
Yes, so 2. Yep. 1 or 2 people. They're blind.
Ooh, that makes a big difference because now you're weapon skill 1 and initiative 1.
Ballistic skill 1.
Oh, and ballistic skill 1.
It's initiative still 2.
Oh, your initiative stays at 2?
Yeah.
I think an initiative affects it at all, but still, that is a big, big deal. Only 1 assault to declare. I'm going to see if I can get into the Ghost Ark here. At 7 inches.
That's probably good.
Don't know. 7 inches is just enough to get him into combat.
And the Hammer Wrath is automatically, it's 11, so...
Yeah, so Hammer Wrath, I guess there's no point in really rolling for it.
It could blow up, I guess.
Not against the Hammer Wrath, no.
You can't blow up against Hammer Wrath?
No, because it's AP dash.
Well, it's open topped.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. So the Hammer Wrath will pen, and... Yeah, so it is just going to be a wreck. We'll just remove it, just for the ease of things.
Yeah, there's nothing going to be going on over here.
And let's go back to the very important combat right over here. Moving into this combat, at initiative step 10, we're already in a challenge, so I can't issue one, which is kind of a shame.
I know, that was kind of funny.
So, starting with my data spike, that is definitely going to hit. And what's your toughness?
5.
No wound for me. Next up is initiative 2, so we'll get the Castellans out of the way first and move on from there. The other thing I forgot, actually, the Litany of the Electromancer.
Right.
So a bunch of strength 4 hits are happening first. So there's going to be... oh, geez. I got to check if it's in base or if it's just in combat.
Yeah, well,
so with the Litanies, there are going to be 10 strength 4 hits going in first. So let's see what happens there. What's your majority toughness? 5, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, 5. So only 3 wounds. Lich Guard. Ooh, 1 gets through the invulnerable save.
But not the reanimation.
All right. Reanimation keeps him going. At initiative step 2, we'll do the Castellans, then we'll do your guys in next. So hitting on 3s.
Yeah.
So that's not too shabby there. And wounding on 3s as well. Oh, that's way more 1s and 2s than I wanted. So 4 wounds. Uh-oh. Reanimation. Ooh. Oh, 1 more goes through. All right.
He gets to attack back, though.
Yeah, you still get your attack. Don't worry. 3 attacks hitting on 5s. 1 hit.
We're on 2.
Okay, and this is going into the Data Smith?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the challenge.
So, do I make my conversion field save? I do. And that's going to be another blind tap.
Oh boy.
Cryptek up next.
Hitting on not that.
Okay.
Not in challenge.
So that's 1 hit right there.
Wound on a 2.
Now wound. And 5 up, feel no pain. No. So I will take another wound. Which one is him?
He's that one. So.
Alright, so I'll put it on him then. Okay. The Lord. 1 hit.
2.
Alright. And that'll be another wound. Now which one is your Lord?
The older looking model there.
Okay, so that'll be 2 wounds on that Castellan. And the Lich Guard.
5s.
1 hit. You're needing a 6.
Nope.
Nothing.
Okay.
And now my Power Fist will strike you back. Hopefully doing some damage this time. 2 hits. 2 wounds. So 4 up invulnerable save. And feel no reanimation?
Ooh. Take a wound on my guy. He's got 2 left.
Okay, 2 wounds remaining. And everything's just going to pile in a little bit more. And this combat is ongoing. At the end of my turn, I was able to get networked Archaeotech, which is going to put me up to 6 objectives total. I'm going to discard Hungry for Glory because that's not going to be happening. So if we go into turn 6, I'll get to draw 2 new cards. So at the end of turn 5, the score as we have it, Ad Mech is sitting at 6 points. Necrons, however, are sitting at 8 points plus First Blood.
And Linebreaker.
And Linebreaker if the game ends. So it is clearly a Necron victory at this moment, but will the game go on to turn 6?
I feel more comfortable if you roll this 3 up. 3 up.
And
it does.
Game continues, so let's go into Necron, turn 6. Drawing 3 objectives. We have Age of the Machine. What else do we have?
At least 1 gun emplacement, enemy vehicle, or enemy build.
Next up, we have Objective 6. And lastly, no prisoners, so wipe out an enemy unit. So there is Objective 6, and as far as destroying the Super Heavy, 1 hull point remaining. Does your, do the Tomb Blades have the Gauss special rule?
That's only if they have the Ghost Blasters.
That was going to be a tricky one there. And then no prisoners, that one's going to be a tricky one to get over there. So let's see what happens. Before we forget, blind test for the unit.
They're blinded.
No, so they're still blinded.
Do you be blinded or no?
I'm the unit that caused blind.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not in combat.
Now it is within D6 inches, so that's going to be 5 inches. So we got to see if the destroyers are blinded as well.
They are blinded.
But they get to reroll because they're friendly unit. They're still blinded. So not like they were going to be doing much anyway. Tomb Blade, just going to run and hide. Probably the smart idea right now. Keep me from being able to table you. And that will end the movement phase. So we're going to jump right into the shooting phase. Do you want to run him or turbo boost him at all?
No.
No? Alright. So right into the assault phase. So right at the very beginning we have Litanies of the Electromancer again. So once again it's going to be 10 strength 4 hits. Wounding on 5s. Oh, not too shabby. That's going to be 5 wounds. Gonna try and tank him on the Lich Guard.
Actually, wait, isn't AP nothing, right?
It's AP dash, yeah. So go for it. 2 are gonna get through. And reanimation protocol. Reroll that 1.
Okay.
Okay, you're fine. Moving on to the data spike from the data smith. That will hit. No wound that time. And moving on to initiative step 2, we'll just get the Castellans out of the way first, followed by all your stuff. So hitting on 3s. That's a good chunk of hits, and wounding on 3s as well.
Yep.
Nice chunk of wounds.
Lich Guard.
Yep. Okay.
Lich Guard. Okay.
Oh, that's annoying, but it is what it is. Starting with your attacks into the challenge, 3 hitting on 5s. Uh-oh. And on 2s.
2.
Okay, 4 ups. So I'll take 1 wound, and that's going to be another blind check.
We got another blind check, people.
Alright. Next batch of War Scythe attacks. That's going to be 2 hits, wounding on 4s. One wound, and...
Felt the pain.
And I will put it onto that unmolested Castellan at the moment. And the Lich Guard.
5s.
Nothing from that one.
And the Cryptek.
Okay. 2 hits from the Cryptek on 6s.
I don't think that's a 6.
What is it? What is it? No, nothing. And now my Power Fist from the Data Smith. Both are going to hit. And both will wound. So 4 ups. And reanimation. Another wound goes through.
I think that's still tight combat.
Yep, it's still tight combat because I did 1 to you and you did 1 to my Castellan. And that will end turn 6.
Let's do a blind check.
Oh, yeah, let's do the blind check quickly first.
I failed my blind check.
How many d6? So the destroyers, they get to reroll. Oh, wait, no, I think 3 is actually what they are.
Yeah, there is.
So they're fine.
Okay.
At the start of my turn, I draw 2 new objectives. So 4 and destroy, record, rejoice. So there is objective number 4 right there. So it's very likely that my Ruststalkers are just going to run back and take that point. And as far as destroy, record, rejoice, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do. Maybe I'll get lucky and cause enough wounds to cause them to run away. And at this point, I'm going to use Invocation of the Machine Might, so all my Cult Mechanicus units have +2 to their strength. In the movement phase, these Ruststalkers running back 9 inches, they're going to have to run in order to take objective 4. This knight's just going to move 12 inches, try and get to a position where he can see that Tomb Blade. Destroyer's going to hang out where they are simply because if I run them in, you'll start attacking them and possibly cause me to maybe run away or just make it harder for me to win combat. So they're going to stick out where they are. And my shooting phase is virtually non-existent, except for 1 run over here, which they will get a total of 6 inches. That's enough to put them up and take the objective. And that's going to take us into the assault phase, the phase that's most important right now, because there's not much else going on. So everything is at initiative 2, starting with the data spike, hitting on a 3, and wounding on a 5. Oh, it wounded. So what's your armor save? 3 up?
Yeah, it's against my challenge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 up.
Alright, you're fine. And then we'll move into initiative step 10, or 2. We'll get rid of the Castellans first, and then we'll move on to your guys. Okay. These are all hitting on 3, but they're now strength 8. So 3 misses. And let's see how many wounds I can do on 2s.
On 1s. We got
2 1s. So now you only have 1 3-up invulnerable save remaining.
I know.
So what's going to happen? And 5 up. No, he's going to... Oh, no, that's right, because you have the... Never mind. 4 up is good.
Yeah.
Oh, let's try this again. You're good. And the last one.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, jeez. That's getting frustrating, man. Into the challenge now. The Lord.
5s.
1 hit.
2.
Wound.
Is he okay?
Oh, no, you got him this time.
Okay.
I gotta... No, because I don't think I have Feel No Pain. I gotta double check that. Just remembered that he has Feel No Pain, so we'll do the Feel No Pain for the wound he took last time, because I think he was down to 1 anyway. So 2 5-up Feel No Pains.
He's down to 1 wound.
So he's down to 1 wound. So he is still standing. No wound will be dealt to him in this this phase.
And on 5s.
War sides on 5s. 2, okay, and needing 4s.
1.
1 and a 5-up Feel No Pain. No, so I will lose a Castellan at this point.
He's got
yeah, that's right. He's got 2 remaining, so we'll put it onto him. And just hope that the Lich Guard doesn't take him out.
Yeah.
Up next.
Oh,
One hit.
Oh.
Okay.
And the
Lich Guard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing.
But you know what? At least there's no blind check made this time.
No blind check this time.
So 2 Power Fist attacks. Both are going to hit. Both are going to wound, and this is Strength 10. So 4 up and vulnerable.
Oh, Strength 10 now. 4 up. Oof.
And feel no pain.
He's okay. Cryptic.
Well, there was 2 wounds.
Oh my.
Yep, there was 2 wounds that went through there.
4 up. And he takes a wound.
And reanimation.
Right, I only rolled one vulnerable.
There we go. Oh, reroll ones.
These are.
And you're fine. So you will win by 1, but I am fearless. So
Yes.
we are locked in combat.
Great.
So that's going to be the end of this turn. No points scored on either side. So let's see if the game ends. Continues for one more turn.
One last turn.
One more objective being drawn. So what's the last one? Big Game Hunter.
Oh, that could be bad.
Well, you can kill a monstrous creature this turn.
And I can get objective 6 this turn.
Yeah. Tomb Blade, gonna zip over 12 inches.
Where's objective 6 anyways?
Right here in the center.
Alright, so
So that'll put you right to there. And then when you turbo boost,
24.
which you just want to do it now?
Yeah. We're going to shooting phase.
Yeah. Turbo boost, gonna get objective 6 and get you another point. So in order for me to win now, I have to take out this unit in combat, and I have to shoot him off the table.
Yeah.
That's going to take us into the combat phase. So starting at initiative 10, the data spike will hit. Will the data spike wound? No wound. And that's going to take us to initiative step 2. 8 attacks from the Castellans. Let's see if I can finally kill some things off.
Well, hold on. What's my majority weapon skill now? I think it's 5 now.
So
5.
Either way, I'm still hitting on 4s.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so I'm still hitting on 4s regardless. And wounding on 2s. That's going to be 5 wounds. Guard. So 1's good. 2. There we go. Fail this one. Oh. Okay. Oh, come on. All that to kill 1 Lich Guard. God, that's frustrating.
So,
Lured into the challenge.
hitting on 3s now.
Yep. 2 hits and on 2s.
2.
Alright. So, what do you think?
Well, the 4-up's good.
4-up's good? Okay.
Well,
So,
'cause, yeah,
so that will be a 1 blind check to make there. And feel no pain? No. So the Data Smith will go down at this point, but that is still going to be a blind check to be made.
I get my
Rest of the War Scythe attacks coming in.
2 for the Lord, 3 for the Overlord.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s,
So that's going to be 4 hits.
wounding on 4s.
Yep. Okay.
Got
3 wounds. Okay. Now if I make some poor feel no pains here.
Got
I made 2 feel no pains. So we will take out, I guess, this fella over here.
on
And the Cryptek.
4s. Nothing.
So no hits. Now I am fearless, so going to be sticking around in combat. He will simply...
Who piles in? This is
active turn for you, so you pile in first.
Okay.
Which is actually very important, because this might open you up to the night. So at the end of your turn, you did get Big Game Hunter and Objective 6, which means I have to effectively table you to win.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens. My last objective will be Big Game Hunter, which, nuts.
Wait,
Yeah.
can you even do that?
I was able to earlier in the game, yeah. This knight, just going to move right to the edge. Just get as close as I can without going into the terrain yet. It's going to be rolling through difficult terrain still, but at least I'm not slowed by it in the sense of losing inches there.
Yeah.
Blind test, we almost forgot about that. So initiative 2.
Ay.
Okay, that's going to give me a little bit of leg up. The destroyers are fine. Through difficult terrain here for a total of 9 inches, and they're just going to go and say hello to your
Little bike.
little bike there. It's going to move into the shooting phase, so we're going to start with the destroyers into your Tomb Blade. Would you like to jink?
Yes.
All right, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s. So there's a bunch of 4-up jink saves you have to make. Ooh, not hard enough though. So 3 go through, and your reanimation. There we go.
He's dead.
And that will actually give me Destroy, Record, and Rejoice.
Oh my goodness.
Moving into the assault phase, I'm going to declare an assault with the knight into your guys there.
My poor Cryptek.
That's going to be enough. That is enough to put the knight in. So hopefully he will be what I need to finish off this combat. And he will pile in a couple inches. And I guess we'll just start with the Castellans here. And then move on to...
Oh, Hammer Wrath.
Oh, yeah, Hammer of Wrath to start.
I guess
So,
my poor Cryptek.
so that will wound.
This
So
is strength 10, right?
Strength 10. So you have an armor save first.
Right. 4 up.
Okay. And reanimation?
4 up.
Okay. And the Castellan's attacks, hitting on 3s because you're blinded.
Ugh.
That's a good chunk of hits. And wounding on 3s.
Oh.
That's a bad chunk of wounds. So only 1 wound, but no more Lich Guard.
4 up and vulnerable.
Okay.
Take it on, put on my Warlord.
Okay.
He's okay.
Alright. And now your initiative 2 attacks back.
Oh my
Cryptek,
goodness.
2 attacks are going to hit on 6s.
Yes, Cryptek, please.
What does he have for a weapon?
Nothing.
Alright.
Oh.
Make the save.
Okay, so...
And all the war sides into the Castellans. Go for it. 3 hits and wounding on 4s. 1 wound and no pain is felt.
Doesn't feel it, eh?
And lastly, the Knight. Let's see if he can come in and finish the game and hopefully table you. So hitting on 3s.
3 hits?
3 hits. What's going to happen here? Looking for a bunch of 6s.
You want to do this one at a time, or...? I guess it doesn't really matter, does it?
First one.
Nothing.
Nothing. Second one. So the Cryptek is just absolutely removed. So no going past go, no collecting $200. And the last one,
wow.
Nothing. But the important thing is, I won combat.
Yeah.
So I won by 2 down to leadership 8. Oh, stomp.
Right, and I get to reroll that.
Yeah, so let's do the stomp.
Stomp first.
Yeah, let's do the stomp first. So first one in base will only hit 1. Oh.
Let's see how many,
2 of them. So first one will hit 1, second one's going to hit 3. So the first one, so he is simply just gone. And the next one, if I roll another 6 here, no, so it's just going to be a couple strength 6 hits, 1 wound. So you have your 4 up and vulnerable, followed by reanimation. Yeah, because that's strength 6. Okay, so you did sort of jump the gun a little bit with your roll. So I'm going to let you make the choice. Do you want to keep that initial roll?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay then. So we led it up to Lucas. So you do get the reroll
because of the.
So you've now lost 3 wounds because I think you only had 1 wound remaining.
I'm down to 7 now.
So leadership 7.
Shit.
And that will be enough for me to take you on. Do I catch you? That's for the Castellans. Uh-oh. You rolled a 6, didn't you?
Yeah, but I think...
You got away.
Since... yeah, but
I think you got away.
I get away, but they're still falling back. I think you win the game because you tabled me, technically.
So even with the flea, I'm not catching you, and we just spent some time looking it up, and you're still on the table with a chance to rally, which means that you are not going to lose the game.
And they're independent characters.
Yeah. So what that means, it is a Necron victory. So Luca, congratulations. Well fought, very tough game, very, very tough game. I was kind of hoping the Knight would come in there and be my savior.
I can't believe he walked around with 1 hull point for 3-4 turns and destroyed me.
I know, absolutely insane. But you know what? It was a very well fought game, very hard. The fact that we went right to turn 7 and both of us had a possibility at winning still was a huge deal. Either way, it was a fun game. Now guys, we do have another video. It's going to be in the vault, so you can go ahead and click the link below. If you're not a vault member, it's going to take you to a page where you can do a 7-day free trial, get access to all the great content, painting tutorials, quick tips, campaigns, and of course, more battle reports. So go ahead and check that out. Hopefully we see you stick around. For you vault members, we're going to be doing another 2,000 point game. Not as hard this time. We're going to be working on something a little bit more fun to play on. Not quite as competitive, so you can look forward to that. And as always, guys, happy wargaming.